God, I just listened to this whole podcast. It was terrible. I feel like my ears are gonna bleed.
What'd you say? This is Darby Allin, and you're listening to Gimme a Oh Yeah podcast.
Chat. My mic was muted for all of that, wasn't it? Great. Jack's ringing me to tell me. Great start. Hello. And a very warm welcome back to the Gimme a Oh Yeah Wrestling podcast. My name is Anne, and I'm back. Clearly, I forgot what I'm doing on the bloody podcast. It's been that long. Sorry for not being here for a while. Obviously, with AEW being on a Friday night, starting at 3 a.m. in the UK, a little bit difficult to do, especially when I am still working in the vaccination centre and trying to sort stuff out. I need to mute stuff. That's part of the reason for that. And then, obviously, we've been... So, yeah, the last few Wednesdays, like the Thursday, I've been working like from 6:30 in the morning till 9:30 at night the next day, and I just can't do a live stream and then do that, dude. So my sincerest apologies, but thank you so much for joining me, even with the technical issues. I've just forgot what I'm doing. I don't have a freaking clue. It is lovely to see everyone. It's Jackie Boy, it's Jack, and it's Mikhail. Welcome. Smash that like button or it's clobbering time. I'm going to turn my light off so I don't get as many moths in here. 1 second. In fact, man, dudes, it is stifling in the UK at the minute. It's stifling. I know, like, it's hot where I am, but like down south where Becky is, like, Jesus Christ, I see her every day, and I'm like, I'm scared to go down there because it looks too hot. Why is my curtain doing that, man? All the little technical issues. It's all good. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me on YouTube. Hi, Gimme a Oh Yeah. Do you see the final episode? Did you see the Flash episode finale on Tuesday? And because the Flash episode season 8 come out on November the 16th. I haven't, Mikhail. I assume you joined Dom on the streams recently. He's doing a Dark Knight watch along this weekend, so do hang out with Dom for that. Should be a lot of fun. I love the Dark Knight. Such a good film. Why so serious? Tuesday. No, I haven't, man. I watched Flash. I must have watched it to about season 5 or 6. I enjoyed it. It was good. It's an easy watch, you know. Once again, I am both here and Wrestle Story. That's all good. If I suddenly go quiet, that's why. Or I've been captured by Mossad. Yes, it could have been, man. Lovely to see you, Jack. Hope you're doing well, mate. Thank you so much for keeping up all the action on Twitter and stuff like that. We're about 15 minutes away from AEW Fyter Fest Night 2. Hang up. I'm trying to do a workaround as this iPad's Wi-Fi is online. Nice. Matthew and sound. Yes, what a prick I am. Also, it says SmackDown September the 11th, 2020. What says SmackDown? What says SmackDown? Let me know what says SmackDown September the 11th, 2020. Don't know what that'd be. Yeah, and anyway, yeah, it's all good, man. Services to Botchamania, absolutely. I don't think we're famous enough to get on Botchamania. It's your reigning, defending, undisputed Royal Rumble and should be WrestleMania. You're not the WrestleMania champ. You're not the WrestleMania champ, Jeremy. You know you're not. Screw you, dude. Screw you. Lovely to see you. How you doing, man? Hope everything is good with you and your new wife. It's not even a new wife now, is it, man? How long have you been married? Like 6 months or something like that? It's freaking awesome. Good for you, man. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for dropping in. Jack, so I was going to sleep early tonight. Certain Second City Saint prevented that. Second City Saint? Got moss here too. I know, mate. I mean, I don't mind moss. It don't bother me, but, you know, they're annoying. Oh, it's hotter than a blast furnace in hell. It's hotter than a blast furnace in Hull, Jackie boy. Oh, I'm getting 4Ks of the Dark Knight trilogy for it. Nice, man. Good you're back. Well, mate, it's not through not wanting to be back. This week was the reopening of the UK, for those of you from outside of here. And I was due to have a big show on at my theatre. We started getting it all in, and unfortunately one of the cast got COVID. And so after unloading 3 trucks, we had to get it all back on. A lot of work, man. A lot of work. Sad. But I think that's going to be the next few months, I'm afraid. Crazy Ginger Jake, glad to see you back, mate. It's glad to see you back in the chat. Hope you're doing well, my friend. How are you doing? What have you all been doing? Like, where have you all been watching wrestling watch-alongs with? And thank you so much for coming back to us. Like, I do appreciate it. I'm sorry I can't do it like every day anymore. You know, I wish I could. I really wish I could. Just work. And I'm not covering WWE because it sucks. You don't know. Sorry, Jeremy. Oh, God, I'm going to start Jeremy off now. Twitch says SmackDown 9. Oh, really? What do I do there? How can I change that? You are live. Edit. It doesn't on my thing. It must be a Twitch thing. Oh, that's rubbish, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Save changes. Is that what I press? Yeah, cool. I'll have to look into that, Jackie boy. I'm not doing it now because who cares? Who cares? And it's all good, Jake. It's all good. You remember my name. Well done. Yay. Long-haired dude. That's what Becky's kid always calls me, you know. Ever since he saw me, he's like, are you talking to long-haired dude again? And she'd be like, yeah. Or the long-haired dude. And I was like, you right, short-haired dude? And he's like, yeah, I'm good. We're good. So now he calls me long-haired dude, and I call him short-haired dude. He rocks, man. He rocks. She's an old wife now. An old wife. She's not an old wife, Jeremy. She's a beautiful young wife. Once she pops a baby, you having a baby? Congratulations to both of you. That's freaking awesome. In December, a Christmas baby. Nice one. We can trade her in on a new one. What, the baby or the girl? Younger model. Fantastic. No, honestly, congratulations. That's awesome news, Jeremy. Wow, Jeremy's going to be a dad. That's freaking cool. Congratulations, Jeremy. Everyone in chat put two emojis that show your happiness. 2 emojis. Look forward to seeing that. Welcome to the machine. Hello, Jamel. Welcome back. I'm back on the YouTube machine. Yeah, that's cool. Mainly watching with Wrestle Story. That's all good, chat. Wrestle Story are great. I've not even been joining them as much as I'd want to. I've just been so busy. I've not been staying up late on a night. Tonight I got in from work. I was at work at 6:30 this morning. I finished work, came in, had about 4 o'clock, had a couple of hours sleep, spoke to Becky, woke up, had some food. Here I am. Cup of tea. Banging. Did you all join Dom this weekend? He did a freaking great job, man. He did a freaking great job. Like, Ring of Honor did really good last week. Slammiversary this weekend looks really exciting. Really exciting. Money in the Bank was Money in the Bank. There we go. The curtain is back. Jamel, not only is the curtain is back, but you are back, my friend. You are back. Crazy Ginger J. Cod, and we all understand. And I've been watching Wrestling Days live reactions. If I watch live, that's great, man. Wrestling Days is great. He's got so much energy. Like, God no, man, he must have like a semi-detached house because I live in a bloody flat. And I think my neighbors must get really pissed off when I'm no way. And there's Wrestling Days with all this wonderful energy. It's like buzzing. What's behind the Ants curtain is one of the greatest mysteries. Currently, there is a giant. What's a weird thing to say? Spatula. A giant spatula. What is wrong with my mind? Crazy Ginger Jake Holden gives his 2 emojis for Jeremy's new baby that's on its way in December, and it's a crying face, and then a love heart face. I think that's probably the way most men feel about having a baby. I mean, obviously, like, you may want a baby, but then it's like, oh, I'm growing up. I'm growing up. But I'm in love. That's cool, man. That's cool. Jeff, my boy Jeff, my Cincinnati brother. What is up, Ant? Good to see you. Mr. Streams. I'm so sorry, Jeff. I said at the start of the stream, after my sort of botch where, I was muted for freaking 5 minutes because, not done this for a while. I said, like, I've just been working, man. I've just been working. When it moved to Fridays, it was really difficult because of the 3 a.m. UK start, and it's just not going to happen when I'm at work the next day. And then after that, it was sort of just every Wednesday, I was at work a stupid time in the morning or done a long shift, and it was just too much, man. I'm back. Hopefully, I'll be here every week. I appreciate all you guys for like sticking with the channel, for being here with me. And it's awesome to see, like, you've all seen that I've gone live tonight and you've gone, I'm going to say hello. And that means the freaking world to me. And I appreciate that all of you are going to get like other people to watch and stuff like that, because we can't do it every week or every day or what have you. But I really seriously appreciate all of you for checking in. It's just freaking great. And we've got 9 people who are ready to watch a bit of wrestling with us. Have you all been enjoying AEW recently? Loads to talk about, man. So much to talk about. Andrade's debuted, Malachi Black, not Malachi. Malachi Black, the former Aleister Black, has joined. Exciting times, man, in AEW, so I can't wait. Jeremy is giving his own emojis. Why the hell not? He's got 2 people with a love heart above the head, followed by 3 people. That's what happens, isn't it, Jeremy? That's how the sex education right there in emoji form. There's the love happens, and then out comes a 3rd one. And interestingly, he's chosen a boy to put between them, which means Jeremy either wants a boy, knows it's a boy, or maybe it's subconsciously he really wants that little boy. It's interesting, man. It's interesting. Mikhail McCharge, welcome. Hi, Gimme Hole. Yeah. Do you see the Flash episode finale on Tuesday? I didn't, mate. I'm about season 6 in Flash. I don't think I think I'm quite happy with where it was. I've got no sort of interest in carrying it on. But was it good? Did you enjoy it? It was a nice light show. I quite like the one. Who was it? Captain Cold. Was it Wentworth Miller? Is that his name? Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, no, I enjoyed Flash. It went a bit far for me, and then I was like, I haven't watched it in ages, so I've been so stoked for AEW lately. They've been on fire. Jeff, like, absolutely. The one that I nearly did was the debut episode of Malachi Black, and I was like, oh man, as if I missed that one, because you know what my reaction would have been to that. Like, it's so good. The storytelling is so good in AEW right now. Just constantly giving things to talk about. And I don't necessarily mean debuts, but storylines and stories and callbacks and not the same matches every week. And I saw Raw this week, or I saw the highlights and the NXT debut of Karrion Kross and stuff. It was great that Nikki Cross won the title and stuff, but there's just other stuff on it, and I'm just like, I just can't be bothered anymore with it. There's no point in even being sort of angry or upset or whatever. It's just, I'm just not interested. I'd rather watch Eve or I'd rather watch AEW, and that's just the way I am. And I appreciate you all for joining me. And speaking of joining me, at the end of the night, I will put up the link to the show if you want to pop in and say hello and give your opinions on AEW and what's happened tonight, or speak wrestling in general, or just have a chat with me for a little bit. You absolutely can at the end of the stream, so hang around for that if you fancy it. Wrestling Day lives in the countryside, so probably not many neighbors. Thank goodness. But I bet he doesn't live by himself, Jakey baby. And I bet his partner, parents, whatever he lives with, has ear defenders on a night. Bloody hell, we got the Cincinnati boys all in. Greetings, Ant. Hope you've been well. Mate, I've been so well, so busy. Things with me and Becky have been great. So life is freaking awesome, Joey. Thank you so much for popping in. I do appreciate it, my dude. Hope you're both enjoying your left-handed cigarettes. You don't need to apologize at all. Life happens. Yeah, man. The theaters opened up back in the UK on Monday. I got a show in. with a lot of other people, did some wonderful work, and then after dinner we had to take it all back out because COVID had cancelled it due to one of the cast members getting COVID, which is just like, oh man, a week's worth of work for me and all sorts, like just and thankfully I have got a contract, so I still do other work, but like for our casual staff and stuff like that, it's horrible. Tough times, really tough times. That's what happens. There's a unicorn-shaped dinosaur egg behind the curtain, and I'm going to prove it. Jeremy, how are you going to prove it, my dear? But I look forward to seeing how you prove it. Jakey Baby says, AEW is on fire. You heard about CM Punk? I haven't, mate. Yes, of course. It's that time of year where the CM Punk rumors come about again. I think at this point you'd be better on betting that CM Punk won't be coming back for everything, because by the time he comes back, you'll have made your money on when he's not coming back. He's a very clever person, and I hope he does. President Biden is in Cincinnati tonight. He is literally 5 minutes from my house. I invited him over for your stream and Left Hand Six. I'm sure Biden... actually, Biden seems a little bit like... I can't imagine Biden with the left-hand cigarette. He'd be very slow, wouldn't he? Can you imagine the walk up to the podium? A left-handed cigarette for Biden. It'd take him a long time. How many subs are we at? It don't show for me. I'm not sure, my dude. I'm not sure. Let me have a look. I haven't even looked myself, to be honest. Dom's done a really good job, man. He's been doing the live streams on thingy. We got a load of subs over the weekend. It's just slowly increasing, so it's lovely. And you know, it increases more when we do these live streams, and we just haven't been able to do them. Life. Let me make sure that's turned down so I can't hear myself. Malachi Black t-shirt is my first piece of AEW merch. Nice, man. Can't wait for him to destroy Cody. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, you've actually bought merch. Look, that's amazing. Like Jeff and Joey got back into wrestling because of AEW, and now they are full fanboys again, buying merch. Rock and roll, dude. That's freaking awesome. The thing that I love about Aleister Black being in AEW is he's going to be able to get to show his creative freedom, and he's got all these mad ideas in his head and all this sort of... It seems like he's come with a lot of the ideas that he had in WWE that just wasn't letting him do, even though he was sort of pitching them from the Renee Paquette podcast that I watched. All these ideas that he sort of had, and exciting things that he wasn't able to put across because the company didn't want to show it. And that's fine, because the company's got a bigger thing to do, but he now has a platform to show that. And we'll see if that's going to be any good or not. Ultimately, I don't take it for granted. I'm not like, this is going to be great. He can be himself. He can show this idea and it's going to be great. That's not necessarily the case, guys. When we saw Rusev appear in AEW as the sort of gamer face thing, that character didn't really work, and it took a while to get off the ground. And that might have been his idea. We don't know, but it's exciting, and for me to see someone unleash the creativity, and I think that always gets the best out of people anyway. Even when Miro was doing it, it was interesting to see him take things in a different direction. It just didn't necessarily work. Same with Matt Hardy at times. It sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's gold, sometimes it's not. That's the thing with any sort of creativity, isn't it? And AEW seems to be a company which fosters creativity and lets them get it out there. So let's hope it's good. I'm not sure it will be. I'm not saying it won't be. I'm not saying it will be. I look forward to seeing it, because that's art, man. You know, that's true art. Back now, welcome back, Jackie baby. Oh yeah, if you can hit that thumbs up, man, it really helps us out. We've got like 10 people watching. Thank you so much. Everyone say hello to everyone in chat if you are joining us for the first time. Most people are on YouTube, but we do have a couple on Twitch and Facebook. Hi, Gimme Hull. Yeah, yes, very good show. And The Flash Season 8 is come out November the 16th on Tuesday. That's really cool, man. That's really cool. I hope you enjoyed it. That's a long way away though, November. Black's debut was perfect. Yeah, man, with the false starts, with the lights going off in the first match and then coming back. It's genius. Matty D. Hello, Matty. How are you doing? Lovely to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. AEW looks amazing now with the full crowds again. They look like they're building more momentum. I honestly, I've loved it for since it started. They've made mistakes, absolutely, but generally they're giving talking points each week, and it's not just debuts, it's just general story, doing a good job of telling stories and engaging and not giving us the same match every week and giving us creative matches, and it's not without its faults. but it's my brand of choice, I guess. Oh yes, WWE need to be concerned about losing the top spot. Interesting statement, Matty. Massive statement, really. Do they need to be concerned? If the trend's to continue, yeah. The amount of time that would take, though, would be probably 10, 15 years. And can AEW keep that momentum up for that amount of time? I don't know. WWE is a powerhouse, a financial powerhouse, absolutely. And it's not just the current stuff. They've got stuff from the past. So we'll see. I mean, what was it? $3 billion deal with Peacock? I mean, they'll be fine, WWE. I don't think they'll take the top spot. But then it depends what you mean by top spot. Is the top spot money that's being made by figures and toys? And, you know, one of the things I always found interesting is, sorry, I know you're writing loads of comments. I'll get to them all at some point, I promise you. One of the things I've always found interesting is AEW is giving the wrestling fan, people that like enjoy watching more dynamic matches, a place to watch. What would really interest me is if another company was to come along and create the family side of things, the child side of things that WWE do so well and market itself so well for. If they had competition against that, then I could see that being really dangerous, because that's the one thing that WWE do really well, to create superheroes, you know? So, yeah, interesting. You and Becky, Seth better watch his back. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. The Messiah is here. She likes a dude with long hair that looks like Jesus. I mean, that's all it is. I tentatively planning going to Yorkshire in August. Dude, that's funny because I'm in London all of August. In fact, I'm going to be doing some live streams from Becky's house. 4 people on my team at work got the oh, man, I'm so sorry. There's going to be a lot more cases, unfortunately, as the time goes on. We're about 30 seconds away from AEW Dynamite. Dudes, it's my first show back for a while. I'm friggin' excited. Thank you all so much for joining me. Like I said to you earlier, stick around at the end of the show after the review. I'll be inviting people to come and join me on the stream, give me your opinion, have a little chat, and piss off to bed. Oh, dear me. That wasn't that funny. I don't know why I joked. Shawn Sapp actually reported that CM Punk is in serious talks with AEW. Doesn't seem like as much of a random rumor this time. Cool. I mean, great. If it happens, great. As long as it's with the right story. It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means to Jim Ross. Freaking Dynamite back. I'm back for Dynamite. I know you guys haven't missed it. I friggin' missed it. I missed it. And Jericho is coming out, and crowds are back, and wow. Jericho is my God, Jesus. The first labor of Jericho. So Jericho's going through 5 labors, so he's going to fight through Pinnacle, I assume, which sets up the next 5 live events matches really well, doesn't it? Up to probably All Out, I assume, where we'll face MJF one-on-one. One would assume. Tonight is Shawn Spears, and Shawn Spears is the only one that is allowed to use chairs. That is the stipulation. Good for him. Don't have to imagine. Trump last year was walking on sluggish. Yes, probably them left-handed cigarettes. You're right. Biden is not very progressive in regards to weed laws. No, he's probably not, Joey. I don't know enough about Biden recently. Explanation mark. Maven said who just signed. What? CM Punk. Well, you put that thing on Twitter and Don was like, oh, yeah, Anthony thinks that CM Punk's going to WWE. I was like, I don't care where he goes. I mean, it'd be cool if he does go to AEW or WWE. Good for him. Make some money. If he's in AEW, that's cool, but just make sure the story's right, brother. That's all. Don't ruin the show for, you know, I'm not interested in Mike Tyson being in AEW, you know, but then I'm a wrestling fan. But I understand why they do it. I'm not daft, you know. Mikhail McCharge, hi, give me a whole yeah. My bucket list is going to an AEW live event. Rock and roll. Where are you from, my dude? Are you from the UK or America? Because hopefully, once things get back open again and we can actually, you can actually travel and stuff like that. Hopefully, you will be able to get to see it, my dude. Hopefully. All of August. Well, I'll find time to find you. Rock and roll, man. I'm there mid-August, basically, not the end of August, unfortunately. I really wanted to go to Wrestle Kingdom 4, and it's looking like that's not going to be possible because of a big show that I have in at the theatre, School of Rock. So that I've got to work, so rubbish. I don't think I'll be able to go. Also, yes. Wrestlehead, hello. Greetings from Nepal. Welcome, my dude. Thank you so much for joining me, Wrestlehead. How are you doing, mate? Dave Meltzer did report that there was a big thing happening in AEW in the future. Who knows? I'm just happy to sit back and let the ride happen, baby. Let it happen. I don't need to play into rumors too much. I don't think about them. I'm just enjoying the product. It's funny because, like, when I was sort of enjoying WWE a lot more, there was a lot more wanting something to happen and wanting getting excited for something like that to happen. But now with AEW, I'm like, just whatever, man. Just let it play out. Let the magic happen, brother. Greetings from Nepal. Welcome, my dude. Hope you are doing well. Ginny's on the hunt. Is she really? That's Jackie Boy's cat. Everyone, Jack's done a great job of moderating and keeping the Twitter and Facebook going. So thank you so much for that. And thank you all for keeping the Discord going and stuff like that. I'm sorry I've not been on there as much as I should have been. Hopefully, we're getting back to this now. Got our first match. Jericho versus Shawn Bloody Spears. And he's got the chair because he's allowed to use the chair. But Jericho hits him with a shot to the face, which means he drops the chair. Going from corner to corner now as Jericho and Shawn Spears fighting. I wonder where the Iconics are going to go. Quite interested by that. They're quite a fun team. So sweet. Yes, it is. Hi, Gimme a Hole, yeah, from the US. Oh, rock and roll, dude. Well, hopefully, man. You'll be able to see it very soon when it comes to your area. That'd be cool, won't it, man? That'd be cool. I'm looking forward to going to an AEW show, to be honest with you. I mean, the best shows I've seen have been NXT UK, like brilliant shows. But yeah, can't wait for. I mean, it's a good show anyway, NXT UK. You know, I wish I had more time to watch it. I really do. Sorry, Caps was on you. Don't need to apologize, Jackie, baby. Jericho with the clothesline to Shawn Spears. It's interesting hearing a crowd back, man. I mean, I've seen bits and pieces of it. But it's so much more dynamic, isn't it? So much more dynamic. Yes, there is 2 big title matches tonight. Obviously, up to Britt Baker versus Nyla Rose. And a Texas death match between Jon Moxley and Lance Archer. Obviously, the Texas death match happened at New Japan at Wrestle Kingdom one of the years. And it was great. It was great. Hi, Gimme a Hole. Yeah, I'm a boy, not a girl. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I didn't assume you was either, but that's all cool, my dude. I'm not sold on crowds. No, in terms of COVID, no. But that's what they've deemed is okay. And I guess we're just going to have to see what happens and then blame the politicians if it all goes wrong. I guess. They're full of disgusting pigs, and then they're showing a person just eating chips. Brilliant. If Jericho can't use a chair, that doesn't mean he can't use Floyd the Bat. Ah, interesting, Jamal. Is that the gimmick they're going to play on? I like it if it is. I like you thinking, my dude. Nice to see Aubrey Edwards. 2 people I'd love to interview. Thunder Rosa and Aubrey Edwards. Love to interview them. Hi, Gimme a Hole. Yeah, I said, no, I'm a girl, not a boy. That's all good. Oh, right. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I've read it the wrong way around. That's cool. Welcome, my lady friend. Hope you're having a great time. You chill out. It's all good. Michael, we get it. Sorry, it was me that didn't get it, Metalhead. How are you doing, Metalhead? Lovely to see you from Futuristic Gaming. Snazzy Futuristic. Oh, yeah, Futuristic. Whatever he is going as these days. How are you doing, my dude? Shawn Spears on top of Jericho, pinning him down with his knee over his arm and a stomp to the head of Jericho. Chop. Woo! Woo! And a drop kick from Jericho to Shawn Spears. Oh, it's all good. It's all good in chat. No, Jericho kicking out. I haven't been hearing of him for a bit. I'm starting to get worried. He did mention something on Twitter the other day. So I know that he's still around. So hopefully he'll be okay. He's been around on Wrestle Story, I think, as well. But yeah, I hope he's back soon. Catching his arm in the turnbuckle, but Jericho's just holding his arm there. There could have been something a little bit more there. I mean, it doesn't really make sense in terms of like Jericho just holding his arm on the turnbuckle like for ages. You know what I mean? Even Bret Hart used to do that a hell of a lot, but used to tie the laces at least, you know? With the crowd's back, I feel like a teenager all over again. Has it been that long? Yes, it has, Jamel. Yes, it has. It's like losing it again, brother. It's like losing it again. MJF is great with the announcing crew. He's such a good talker. He's such a good talker. Man, I'm starting to get like shiny from sweat. Oh, man, check out the little like wet hair there. Sexy. Yeah, he is great with the announcing crew, but he's such a good talker, Joey. We all know that, man. Hi, give me a whole watch party for what? ... If. Oh, what if? What's that? I don't know what that is. Dom's doing a watch party of the Dark Knight. If you fancy watching a bit of Christopher Nolan Batman. Oh, and the crowd is going freaking crazy for a double axe handle. The crowd is going crazy for an axe handle. Oh, you wait till he botches a moonsault. Taking Jericho, taking Shawn Spears up to the top rope. There we go. Punches. Oh, we're doing the old counting of the punches. You know, man, dudes, like, this is such an old gimmick that... Nice with the head to the takedown. Or Avalanche Hurricanrana if you'd rather. Beautiful. But I love the whole 10 punches because that's using the crowd, isn't it? And they haven't been able to do that for a bloody year. Can you imagine them doing that last year while they had no crowd? I'd be counting along. That's why you watch me. Both sides of Atlantic here. Absolutely. We have US, UK, and Nepal as well. Give me a podcast. Okay, good. I was thinking that something happened to him. No, he did. He was active on our Twitter the other day. So, yeah. Check out Discord Metalhead if you want to say hello to him. He's quite active in there as well. Is there anything MJF can't do? What a talent. Anything MJF can't do? No, he's pretty good. He's amazing, isn't he? He's incredible. Right, so Jericho set the chair up in the corner, but if he was to Irish whip him into that, surely that would be him using the chair. Oh! Kick out there from Jericho. MJF saying it's a slow count. Tony Schiavone's doing a great job with MJF at like countering him as well because he's such the voice of reason, isn't he? He's the voice of reason. I really enjoy Tony Schiavone's not just announcing, but his character as well. I think he's freaking great. Massive Tony Schiavone fan. And now we're seeing the third chair that he's going to try and use. Give me a whole it's a Marvel show. What if? Oh, it is. Yes, I did see that advertised on Disney Plus. Yeah, that'll be cool, man. I mean, I won't be doing a watch party, but if you come and join the stream on Dom's more interested in doing stuff like that. And have a word with Dom on Saturday. I think it is his start night watch along. It is scheduled, so you can see it. And the crowd go crazy for the walls of Jericho. Lol, he can talk. That's all he can do. He can wrestle as well, Metalhead. I think he's great. I don't like MJF. He is bad. He is a bad guy, but he's the best bad guy, Mikhail. Sorry, Mikhail. Mikhail. Sorry if I get your name wrong. I like this group. Pin Nipple. And Sammy Guevara's coming in to get rid of Tully. Oh, pulling the old man off the thing. He's giving him a push. Sammy looks like Stone Cold. What is going on with the waistcoat? Inner Circle, best ever. Oh, I sort of wanted him to... Oh, he counters the Walls of Jericho with a chair to the face, getting him on the back, hitting him with a C4. He's kicking out, baby. Late kick out. Well done, Chris. I hate that Chris always has his eyes out open. Marvel Guy. The Dark Knight is Sunday. Thank you, Jackie boy. Jack knows what's happening with my channel more than I do, clearly. Yeah, the fans are just happy to get back, aren't they? Nipplegay, absolutely. Metalhead, you wanted to say hello to my friend, Futuristic Gamer. And here he is. It's Franco Shallow Vlogs. Sup, Han? Sup, my dude? Lovely to see you. Hope you are doing well, mate. Lovely to see you. How's things going on your channel, mate? Metalhead 2020. Give me a whole podcast. True statement there. But he is arrogant. Arrogance is like the most delusional attitude a person can have. Yeah, he is. But that's what makes him great as well, Metalhead. I mean, just my opinion. I think he's wildly entertaining. And I don't know how he is in real life. I mean, I've seen sort of interviews with him where he very much stays in character, but clearly a very intelligent person who is probably really good to work with. I mean, Jericho's putting him over like fire. So Jericho wins by throwing his head into the chair of the turnbuckle, so using the chair, which he wasn't allowed to use, and getting the pin. The chairman is out. Oh, MJF is not happy about it. Not happy at all. It's me, Snazzy. Yes, it is. It's whole futuristic. Branko Shalovox, thank God you ain't dead. Well, I think Metalhead is happy to see you back, Branko. Sammy the Simp Guevara. Them two had a great match as well. It's great to see MJF back with the crowd, isn't it? So the next one is a no DQ. And who's he going against? Who's he going to be? Shouldn't be Wardlow yet, should it? He once stabbed his opponent in the jugular. He once robbed a bank. With no mask on. No way. Nick Gage, what the hell? I mean, not the match we expected to see in AEW. One would have assumed Nick Gage and... What the hell? How are they doing this week after week, man? I assume Nick Gage would be doing something with John Moxley, but Jesus. And if this is Mikey Ruckus' music, that rocks. He's got the pizza cutter. Jericho's wrestling Nick Gage. What the hell? Nice. Yeah, David Arquette. Of course, he had the match against David Arquette and absolutely killed David Arquette. It was sort of his ode back to wrestling for the sort of WCW mess about. And yeah, bloody match, man. He's a hardcore wrestler, man. He was in, is it GCW, where Moxley confronted him more recently? So AEW doing it again. Surprises. Orange Cassidy versus Red. Andrade interview. Branko Shallow Vlogs, how you been, Metalhead? Hi, give me a hug. Yeah, MJF is very mad in life. Live. Yes. But I think it's all character. I just think he's a very good character. He just keeps in the role. Frank Shell Vox, do I have some updates for you? I'll tell you another time. All good, my dude. Feel free to tell them now. I don't know if you know this, but I graduated from high school. I did. Congratulations, my dude. That is freaking awesome. Everyone, congratulate Branko. 2 emojis in chat for Branko, which reminds you of your time at high school. There we go. Oh, I'd have a train in a tunnel. Jeff Adams, I hope when Jericho gets through the labors, he gets to MJF and then loses. I'm pretty sure he will, Jeff. I mean, I'm quite surprised he's going to beat Nick Gage next week, but there's got to be some sort of stuff in there that happens, because you can't make Nick Gage look weak, especially if he's going to have this big match against Mox. That's a hardcore match that everyone wants to see. So that's exciting, man. I mean, once again, AEW, like, providing entertaining stuff. I think it's freaking cool. Food is in my mouth. Don't choke on it, dear. All right, Metalhead. MJF just gets wrestling. He does from a lot of different sides. It's a great statement, actually, Jack. Yeah, he just gets it. Vlogs, I'll tell you one update now. I can't wait to hear it. So young. I really hope they don't sign Gage, though. Signing Gage. They've got a lot of talent, Jeff, but then they have got the Rampage show. I have no problem as long as the story, as long as the right story's there to tell. I think he's very extreme for AEW, but yeah, we'll see. I missed a comment of yours. Sorry, it's this one here. Chat got away from me. I'm doing all right. Things have been meh. Haven't been active due to sickness. I'm sick currently, mate. I'm so sorry to hear that. It's not COVID, but definitely fever cold. It's going back and forth. Other than that, I'm doing okay. Oh, mate, that's rubbish. I'm sorry. I hope you feel better soon, dude. Oh, what a crap way to graduate. What a crap way to graduate. It missed a big comment of mine. Yeah, that's all good, mate. Sorry, I did get back to it. My apologies. Congrats, Branko. Thank you, Crazy Ginger Jake Holden. 4 wins, then loss guaranteed. Absolutely, but so it should be. He should be putting MJF over. I will be doing a Fyter Fest this Saturday, and T-Bone has been terrifying, and we have a big return from last night. That's all you get. Ooh, there we go. Metalhead teasing Branko with a Fyter Fest this Saturday. Fyter Fest was supposed to be in the UK last year. Bloody COVID. I said one, but whatever. Who is Sammy Gate? It's is it Nick Gage? No. Oh, what's his name? He's a guy who is in GCW. He is a very hardcore wrestler. I'm talking the sort of CZW type wrestler who light tubes, and the piece of cutter that he was carrying in his hand is normally what's used to blade his head or his opponent's head and stuff like that. It's poor. Yeah, pretty hardcore wrestler, man. From what I've seen. Mox did approach him a couple of months ago at one of their shows. So that's a big match. That's a really big match that I'm assuming we'll get at some point. It's Miro! Yay! So good to see all these guys back, man. Brody Lee. God's favorite champion. He's really playing into this God's favorite champion, isn't he? Yeah, Nick Gage it is. Did I say Sammy Gage? Is that why you're saying that? Maybe it is. So Good Brothers coming down. Is it Luke Gallows, I think, tonight? Here we go. Doc Gallows. Excuse me. Awesome that they're using these guys like this. They've really got this sort of collaborative thing going on that seems to be working well for both companies at the minute. Really well. Oh, Jay White confronted Kenny Omega in Impact at Slammiversary. That's freaking cool. It's fine. I feel like I will feel better by tomorrow, but who knows? Mate, I like the positive attitude. Absolutely. Tell yourself you feel better tomorrow and then see how tomorrow comes. I just need to rest more and be smart. Absolutely, man. We'll sit back, relax. You don't have to do out. Just watch some wrestling. Hang out with us if you want to. It's Frankie bloody Kazarian, who is hunting the Elite at the minute. The Elite Hunter, they're calling him as well. Nice. I really enjoy this story. I really enjoy the fact that he's just getting involved. Oh, he was in against Cutler, was he? Great. Oh, he's destroying the shit out of Cutler. Look at these clotheslines by Kazarian. This should be a really fun match, guys. If CM Punk comes to AEW, can he take his name with him? Yeah, I think CM Punk owns his name. I don't know if WWE were trademarking names as much before that, but CM Punk was obviously wrestling on the Indies before CM Punk, so I'd assume he owns the name. Observing stuff, hello, welcome, how you doing? Thank you so much for popping in, saying hello. Hope you're doing well, mate. Also, updates from my 2K19 stuff. Not real life, I wish it was. No, it's cool that you're doing Fyter Fest in 2K19. Frankie Kazarian with a chop, but he's not going to chop Gallows down. This could be a fun match, man. Going on to the outside, going up to the top turnbuckle, and beautiful dropkick, but Gallows doesn't even go down from it. Peter Stanfield, whoa, what have you done with Dom? I am Dom. I'm like the Hulk version of Dom. Dom's like a tiny little fella. No, because that'd make him like the intelligent one. I'm not going to do that to myself. Dom's my dude. Dom's my best friend, and we set up the podcast together. Welcome, Peter. Hope you're having a great day. And it's mine and Dom's podcast. So we tend to do different dates at the minute just to try and get the most content that we can out there. And that's been hard enough recently. But Dom did a wonderful job at the weekend, which I assume is where you're seeing him from. He's all right. He's Dom. We argue a lot as well. We're like a married couple. Carl Anderson with a cheap shot on Frankie Kazarian on the outside. What a prick. Didn't know Miro changed the design, the title. Yes, man, it looks great, doesn't it? It looks wonderful. Peter's handful. I live in New York City too. Oh, yeah, sorry, I missed that bit. Peace from New York City. Sweet. Nice, man. Got 2 from New York City. AEW is obviously in New York City in a couple of weeks in Madison Square Garden, and that will be a big show. Don't forget to hit the like button. Observing stuff, doing my job for me. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. How many likes have we got? Like 3? We got 12. Oh, freaking hell. Cool. Thank you so much, everyone. We being overfed with wrestling, that's a lot of wrestling for 1 week. It certainly is. And that's why because I'm working and Dom's still finishing off his education, we can't do every show. We just can't. And so we split it between us and do what we want to do now. You know, it's our channel. We do what the hell we want. It's cool. Dom's doing a Dark Knight watch along. If you fancy watching Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight with him, that'll be fun. Kazarian has to tug the chin braid at some point in this match. He certainly does. It's a chin braid, though, isn't it, man? Quite like a chin braid, like a giant Jack Sparrow. Peace, Metalhead. There we go. Some peace from New York, from Peter to Peter. We've got the Cincinnati brothers and Joey and Jeff. We've got Peter and Metalhead, the New York City brothers. Is that what we call you? New Yorkians brothers. Branko, get well, brother. I hope he gets well soon too, man. Crap feeling ill, innit? Hi, Gimme Julia. You did not see my comments. Mikhail, I try and read out all the comments that I get. The last one I see from you is the CM Punk to come to AEW. Sometimes if there's swearing in it or something like that, it might not turn up on my StreamYard thing. So please send it again, and I'll try and read it if I can see it. They call that move the tug job. Joey bot me. The tug job. Very good. Very good. I got a weird reply on a comment I wrote on a random video. She said, "You're sexy. What the hell?" All right, mate. She might have thought you was attractive. I'd go with it, brother. I'd go with it. Met Works head chef nearly threw him out a window. Really, man. Throw him out that window. Thanks, Jamel. Kazarian ain't no jobber. No, he's not, man. He's not. He's a fantastic worker. Where on earth is Dom? Give me a whole year. Dom's been like busy all weekend. He's got study time tomorrow. So he'll be working and trying to get his qualification. So he'll be doing a lot more, I think, after summer. Me, Metalhead 13. 13 likes. Yeah, that rocks. No problem, Blanco. As long as we're nearer get WrestleMania week amount of content. Yeah, but then look at WrestleMania week, dude. We didn't even do friggin' night 2 because it was bloody crap. And they are back on Fyter Fest. In terms of the break, there's not been a lot going on. I'll be honest with you. I'll sub to your page, Branko. There we go. Share your page, Branko. Or share it on our Discord as well. Hi, Gimme Julia. I'll wait for come to AEW. Rock and roll, man. Well, when AEW comes to you, my dude, you should go, or dudette, excuse me. You should go and enjoy it. Enjoy it. He never face revealed, though. Oh, really? Neither have I. Going under Gallows and a collision, which sends him down. A bit weird, because, I mean, at the start of the match, like, he couldn't even get him down with a drop kick. One thing I wish about Gallows is I wish he'd go down a little bit more. Sometimes he don't go down enough for my liking. Massive leg drop from Frankie Kazarian, thinking he's Hulk Hogan. She doesn't know me, and my profile picture doesn't prove anything. Yeah, but you're still sexy, Metalhead. I think you're sexy because you got a sexy name. You're sexy. All right? He wanted us to eat the new menu, okay, but then we wouldn't stop talking, and I was hungry. Oh, man. Man, that's the worst. But was it nice, though? Oh, massive kick after the distraction from Anderson. Kazarian back up now. Going up. Oh! Lifting him up by the throat with the sit-out powerbomb. Criticism here. We did just see that move in the last match with Shawn Spears and Jericho. One thing WWE, AEW are really guilty of is sometimes doing a little too much of the same thing. And not on a weekly basis like WWE, though. Gallows gets the win. Cool. I remember Mr. G saying you retired, and I was like, nope, I don't believe that. Mr. G. No, man. No, I've just been busy. I've been busy working, dude. I sort of go to it at the start. Tug job alert. Tug job alert. There's a magic killer. It's not a tug job. Magic killer. But I love the fact that you want to see that tug job. Let's see it. Let's see it. Are you ready to go? Here he is. It's Kenny Omega coming out. God damn, I hate that facial hair, which is great. He's just taking it in. What a prick. The best wrestler in the world. Gallows and Anderson looks a bit pissed off that he was coming out there. Hope you Texans are taking a good look at what's going down tonight. Because that is what happens when you mess with the elite. Oh, Knox is on the outside saying, don't get in. But, you know, it's Knox, so no one listens. Kenny, by God, I'm a Don Callis. I'm just going to keep this comment on screen for a little bit. I think that's funny. Just while I watch this promo. Anyone new joining the stream is going to be like, what's going on? If I just focus and concentrate and actually make it. Maybe I should move. The Elite Hunters become the Elite Hunted. Obviously, Kenny Omega with that massive match or Slammiversary. Still cut up from that on the head. What he's going to do to Hangman Page next week. Here comes Hangman Page. Kenny reacted a little bit late to the music again. Like he got into the position he was going to get into and expected the music to come on at that point. But the music was already playing, so react to the music straight away. You need to be. Come on, man. Adam Page with a drink in his hand. Are there way too many factions in AEW? We need a factions pay-per-view. Great idea, Jamal. And great question. Thank you so much for the question. For me, no. And the reason for that is because I enjoy factions and I enjoy the dynamic between factions. And I don't think the factions are complicated. I mean, I get them. I don't know how it is for a new sort of viewer, but I like the dynamics between factions fighting with teammates, fighting between each other and stuff like that. I think there's a lot of clever stuff you can do. And WWE hasn't done it for years, but I think I don't think WWE has enough factions at all. If you look at some of the better factions like Imperium in WWE, brilliant, you know. Adam Page taking on Gallows and Anderson. Who's coming out? It's Dark Order. It's only bloody Dark Order. Kenny Omega chitting himself. It's only John Silver. Even Luna in his brown suit. And there's the Lariat. The Dark Order helping Adam Page get to where he was. I feel like the story of Adam Page has been a really interesting one that I don't think has gone exactly how they wanted it to. And this whole thing with Dark Order, I wish if they were doing it, they would have went. Do you remember that time that John Silver asked him to join the Dark Order and he went, no? I wish they'd done a little bit more from that point and sort of maybe he said yes at that point, and then we sort of saw that relationship develop a little bit more. Personally, I feel like there was a time where Page was just going through nothing and actually is the sort of big contender for Kenny's title where I think he's going to win. Not necessarily in the first match, but I think he'll be the one that takes the belt eventually. I think there's a huge story there that can be told. Jeff, you called that tug. Yes, you did call that tug. Ricky Starks defeated Adam Cage. Ricky Starks so good. Hi, Gimme, yeah, very happy to see the Batman movie Rock and Roll. On Sunday, you can join my dude Dom, hang out and watch a bit of Batman. My name's Batman. Oh, he's doing the celebration for the new FTW champion in New Orleans, which I assume is the next show. Nice. What's Brian Cage got to say about it? It's Dasha Fuentes. Charlotte, is it? That works out because he loves celebration. So is Cage going to get involved? So this is this Wheeler Yuta. Best friend spotted it. I've not seen him, guys. I know that he was in action last week, but I've not seen it. In this is this one against Darby Allin? Nicely getting into the ring. Excellent. I can't wait to see it. You all ain't going to see this face until I start YouTube. So wait, rock and roll Metalhead. Yeah, it is Darby. After that brutal coffin match last week. Freaking love Darby's theme tune. Right up my street, man. It's like Sisters of Mercy, brother. Poor. CM Punk versus Kenny Omega, I'm down. Yeah, and it's a great story as well. I think CM Punk will be down for that. Here, have a match with a guy who's been champion and been a great champion and lose against him. I think that's the story, and I think that's great. By the way, that wasn't a cardboard coffin lid like Jericho fell into, so we can't be angry about that. Elite General Manager. I've not changed it yet. Sorry, I've not changed it. I've not tried it yet. I look forward to trying it in the future. Jeff Adams, Crypt Keeper, useless as usual. He let him go right up them steps, didn't he? Tales from the Crypt. A mass band there. I don't think they'd be banned, but no, very few people are wearing them, aren't they? Don Callis' cheap suit. It's heel tactics, man. It's great. Gimme Holy Air podcast. Read my comment. What, the one about seeing your face? I mean, I get to your comments when I can, dudes. Classic Knox. When I hear CM Punk, I hear a fairy tale. He won't return. He probably said that to throw people off or get people talking, which is good job of him, but I don't see it. No, yeah. I agree with you, Branko. I mean, I don't really care. As long as the story's right, I don't care. I'm just happy to flow, baby. Just flow. Hikaleo. From New Japan. Man, Impact New Japan, AEW. Eventually, we're going to get that massive pay-per-view between all of them, aren't we? Right, Branko. Well, with factions, it's just because WWE doesn't really do them, and we're conditioned to think WWE is the norm. No, but then if you think back to like the Attitude Era, like the factions, some of the factions were great. And actually, if you look at a time where WWE had like 3 factions, when they had, what was it? DOA. What was Savio Vega's team called? Nation of Domination. Like, there was a time where the factions were all just, there wasn't enough factions, and it was like the factions were all just fighting each other on this pay-per-view time after time after time. And actually, I don't think the factions is overplayed here. I think there's elements of it that are playing into singles matches, which I think is what it needs to do. I think they're doing a good job. You know me, I'm just a AEW mark. Taking out the legs of Darby Allin on the turnbuckle, sending him into the top turnbuckle. See? With many factions, I guess you easily keep an eye on your wrestlers. Yes, and what you can do is you can get people out there for appearances without having them have to have matches, which means we don't get Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus over and over again. Does that make sense? You can actually do Drew McIntyre versus whoever's in the faction, you know. Hello, Mr. Live 808 from Twitch. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you so much for joining us. It's awesome that you've joined us on Twitch, so thank you so much. Most people have joined us on YouTube, which is cool. But I appreciate you being there, and I'll put your comments up when you come. So if you want to say out to anyone, please feel free to communicate via that and via me. Darby Allin again sweeping the leg on the turnbuckle, which we've just seen him do to Darby Allin, going up to the top of the turnbuckle. We're getting a suplex? Yeah, baby. Massive. To help promote Batman, I'll sit in a darkened cinema, and when some old person comes near me, I huskily say, "Barry." Nice, Jackie. Branko Shower Vlogs. Hey, Jamel. When you meant my page, you mean YouTube? Because page is like TikTok. Oh. What is going on here? Sting versus Darby Allin. Word. Orange Cassidy. Sting's doing the kicks. What a way to keep Sting safe. What a way to keep Sting safe. No way. Oh. Sting having a good time. Sting doing his chest beating. Freaking hilarious. What a funny spot. Oh, Jesus. Even when Darby gets thrown away, he takes a hard bump, man. Darby getting up, going behind him, and over the top for a stunner, man. Oh, Stung Dog. Bloody beautiful movement, man. Going up to the top for the coffin drop, getting the crowd behind him. There it is. Unos, dos, trois. Fantastic. Darby's so good. I enjoyed the Sting and Orange spot. That was funny. Hi, Gimme a yeah. We have a watch party for the Flash. If you ask Dom, it's not something I'm going to do. I tend to keep it to the wrestling, but I might do a watch along one day of something like They Live, which is more related to wrestling, obviously. But yeah, don't know why Wheeler Yuta's in Best Friends feels a little shoehorned. I think one of them's injured, isn't he? So yeah, I mean, I don't really understand it, but he seemed decent there. The Blade has taken out Orange Cassidy. Ooh. YouTube, I don't do TikTok. Tickety-tock, hippity hop. Can't believe Darby's out here again after last week. Can't believe he's walking. Neither can I, man. Neither can I. I don't know if it's right that he's out here this week. When I saw it on the list, I was like, after that match, shouldn't he be off for a week and just even if it's just storyline, just recuperating, do a dark match with him at the end of the show to show him to the audience, Fine, but not on TV. Oh, okay. Here comes father, son. Absolutely. Did Don Callis suit get him a change from 100? Morning. Oh, it's Becky. It's my girlfriend. Hello, Becky. How are you doing? What are you doing up? Get yourself out to sleep. Lovely to see you. I'm live streaming. Oh, mate, I started the stream, Becky, and I had the bloody mic on mute. What a prick I am. What a prick. Seeing Moxley and Lance Archer. We're seeing the scenes from Wrestle Kingdom where they attacked each other in the Texas Deathmatch, and we get to see it again. Let me tell you guys, that was one of the first times I'd seen Lance Archer, and it was outstanding. So I can't wait to see them do the Texas Deathmatch in AEW, which is happening tonight. I don't think that's going to be our main event, though. I think Britt Baker and Nyla Rose is going to be our main event, so it's going to be good. It's a good night, and thank you all so much for joining me. Give me a whole year podcast. You didn't have to worry about that, man. It was delayed. That's all cool, man. Good morning. You guarantee once CM Punk and Bryanson debut, Shop AEW will break the internet. It certainly will. Moxley saying about the Texas Deathmatch. I'm excited for it. I've seen it before. It's great. And again, from New Japan here, the guy sitting in the crowd, Hikuleo, member of the Bullet Club. Bullet Club versus the Elite versus the Inner Circle versus Pinnacle versus Gimme an Impact faction. Oh, they're doing the Dr. Britt Baker next. I thought that was supposed to be the main event. Oh, well. Whatever. It's going to be next. Do you want a cigarette? I do. WWE does factions, but then they lazily split them up after 3 weeks to create heat because they can't build other stories. Jeff, a wonderful point. That makes me want a cigarette more. It doesn't, but I've thought about it now. Do I smoke on stream or not? I'm struggling. I don't really like smoking on stream. It's happening. Cool, he's back. So they do them lazily. That's part of the problem. So the build up heat and then split them up. And the one thing that AEW is doing is keeping it dynamic, having different people fighting at different times, and it's not just the same matches. And all of the factions are not necessarily, apart from Pinnacle and Inner Circle, I suppose, but they're not necessarily just directly feuding with them with one of the faction. There's so many different layers to it, and that's what I think with the amount of factions I've got actually makes it work. And it really sort of pinpoints solo stories. So look at Adam Page in Dark Order, he's the star. Look at MJF in Pinnacle, he's a star, and that's cool. So it's building up them in a really nice way. Vince doesn't really like factions or tournaments, I hear. Yes, I did hear that as well. I think factions are great. Give me more bloody factions, all right. Metalhead, I don't know if I asked you guys this, but have you heard of GTS Wrestling, Grimm's Toy Show? No. Is it good? Let us know. Oh, yeah. So I have stacked favorite wrestlers in AEW. I'm going to try and fit them all in one comment. Oh, Branko, good luck, mate. I couldn't fit them all in one comment, I'll be honest with you. I have a question. What year in the future you think when AEW start Hall of Fame class? I don't know, but I will tell you who will be the first. I think it probably would have been last year, apart from COVID. So I think you've got to wait. Maybe next year. I think maybe next year. And the first Hall of Fame member, I think, will be Owen Hart. I think he is going to be in the AEW Hall of Fame because he deserves to be recognized for his talents in wrestling, and he will never go into the WWE Hall of Fame because his family don't want it after they feel that WWE neglected him, and it was they blame him for the death of Owen Hart. So, yeah. We did a watch along of They Live with Wrestle Story. Oh, yes, maybe that's where I'm getting the idea from. But I love They Live. What did Maven think of it? I might go back and watch that because I'd love to see Maven's reaction to They Live. It's a freaking cracking film. Mind you, when she watched Night of the Living Dead, like the original George Romero, she was like, I don't get it. It's crap. And I'm like, it's not crap. It's genius. Kids. There's Adam Page, second Britt Baker, third Evil Uno, fourth Abaddon, fifth Lance Archer, sixth Penelope Ford. They're your favourites. That's interesting. Interesting names in there, man. I certainly wouldn't have Abaddon in there personally, but that's cool that it's yours. That's all cool, man. I mean, we're all different, and it's great that they're your favourites. Love the fact that you're a big fan of Adam Page because that's what they want, you know. So that's freaking cool. I despise TikTok. Tickety talk. Sorry, mate. I don't get it. Becky watches it in bed sometimes, and she does this thing. Oh, she's probably not still with us, so I can tell this story. She does this thing where she watches so much of it and then she skips it. And I'm like, shit, man, I wanted to know what happened. I wanted to know about the woman who found a flower on her way to work and what happened to the flower. And now I'm like, shit, man, I'm never going to know what happened to that flower. The whole list and all of it was from this year. Oh, right, cool, man. Has Abaddon done much? Oh, Britt Baker's got power. Yeah. Britt Baker, real-life dentist, rock and roll. My cousin says she found TikTok. She can't afford rent. I bet she didn't help find TikTok. Reba is out with her. Is it Rebel nowadays? I don't know. Coming down, Britt Baker, massive pop, I assume, but I didn't even hear it. Everyone loves Britt Baker. Is she still heel? Man, Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa. I think that's still my match of the year. Hi, Becky. Tell your fellow he's a git. Excuse me? How dare you? Hi, Becky Thompson. This is my girlfriend, everyone. Welcome to my girlfriend. Hey, Jack. Oh, I tell him every day. Don't you be bloody starting on me, you pricks. Hi, Becky. Hey, y'all. Becky's come in here and just brought hate out in you all. Britt Baker, legend. Absolutely, Jake. Absolutely. A lady who... I don't know, Jake, have you seen a match in Eve? Like, the amount she's come on in the last few years is outstanding. And actually, that's a match that me and Becky watched, the Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker match, which is brilliant. One of my favourite matches of the year. Jeff Adams. So, I like Lance Archer, but he pretty much has to win this, and I don't think he will. This is going to be the 8th time he loses a title match. Is it a title match? Oh, yeah, because it's for the US. I agree, man. I think he should win, but I don't think he will he? But again, Jeff, if they're playing to the story that he can't win the title and then he does win the title, then that's a good story to eventually tell. As long as they use it right. I get what you're saying, man, though. I get what you're saying. It's a shame. Daniel Bryan has signed with AEW. I don't think anything's been confirmed. But it'd be cool if he was. I mean, that'd be great. Welcome all to ye old cast of pods giveth. The Hulleth Yeseth. Absolutely, Jamel. Thanks, man. Yes, if you could like the video, it really helps us out. Becky, if you haven't liked it, I'll be angry. I'll be very angry. Also, I'm looking forward to seeing you too, Becky, even if Ant's a git. Yes, it's okay. Owen and Brett will go in together. Yes, probably. I think it'll just be Owen, first of all. Between the Nightmare Factory and Nightmare Families, nobody's getting much sleep. No, they're not, man. They're not. Mine and Maka stunt Jungle Boy, basically the entire Jurassic Express. Nice. Lance Archer, the Inner Circle, Dark Order, Brian Cage, Butcher and the Blade, and of course the Bastard Pack. Great list. There we go. No Kenny Omega on either of your lists. What is going on? I can hide it in the comments, look. I'm not smoking on stream. Dom's not going to tell me off. Don't tell Dom I smoke on stream. Kick my ass. Maven likes it more than Night of the Living Dead. You're freaking kidding me, man. I need to have words with Maven. I really do. They Live is great. Night of the Living Dead is great. They're both great. The classic films, man. Do you know what I put on my list to watch on Netflix? Tremors. I freaking love Tremors. What a classic movie. Kevin Bacon, one of his early roles. I love it. I think it's great. I think it's hilarious. Kenny Omega wouldn't be in the first class. Shocking. It may it'd be in my first class, that's for sure. I pick Abaddon because she has a creepy gimmick, and I like supernatural wrestlers / wrestling. That's cool, man. And she's got a great look. Nyla Rose with a back senton onto Paul Britt Baker. I think it's great that Nyla Rose has been used again. For a while, she wasn't. Dude, I have ADHD. They got 5 seconds to catch my attention. The world of TikTok. What? Don't be coming on here giving abbreviations. These guys do it a freaking enough, and I struggle to understand what they're saying when they say ROFL, Rothelcopter, and all this sort of. No one says that. These are all cool people. We've had people in from Nepal today. We've had a couple from New York. We've had people from my brothers from Cincinnati, Joey and Jeff. Mate, it's been a wicked night. Always fun. So glad to be back. And Becky's really supportive of this. And when I'm staying in her house next few weeks, I'll be doing it at her house. Woo! Keeping her up. You might even get a cameo. Who would be in the celebrity wing of AEW Hall of Fame? Well, I guess you've got to say who's wrestled and who's been part of the celebrity AEW Hall of Fame, I suppose. So you'd have Snoop Dogg. He did that thing with Cody Rhodes. You'd have Mike Tyson. And who was the basketball player? Wasn't Dennis Rodman, was it? Oh, I can't even remember. The one that did the thing with Cody? Yeah, you just stick them in, basically. One at a time. Tell him twice we can team up. Well, I like supernatural wrestlers beside The Fiend. It's interesting that you don't like The Fiend. Very interesting that you don't like The Fiend when you like supernatural wrestlers. Which is cool, man. I mean, it's your opinion. That's all rock and roll. But, yeah, I'm fed up of The Fiend. I'm fed up. But I didn't like a lot of the things we're doing with him from the start. But it's WWE, man. It's just garbage booking. Can't be arsed with it anymore. I shall. It's the least I call him, believe me. Have a list of names. Yes, like Sweetheart, Love, Rubber Ducky, and The Machine. Anthony Nailon, that's what she calls me. The cleaning babysitting machine. Maven said Daddy Brian signed. Maven knows all. If Maven said it, it must be right. I like it later. Screw you, Becky. Screw you. Origin, don't tell Becky what to do. I hit the like button before I start chatting on chat. Thank you so much, Branko. You know it helps us out. I won't tell Dom. Thank you. Sean Bean's the proper bastard. Yes, he is. Has this match been a little bit slower? Or is it just me? Hi, Gimme Hill, yeah. Yes, he did. He signed with AEW because I see it on Facebook. Cool. But they would have announced it on the show, mate. Where did you see it on Facebook? I hope he has. I really do. Mikhail. It's a great name. Wonderful name. Is that a teddy bear as well in your picture? That's rock and roll. Yeah, Maven's taste in films is shocking. Yes, it is. Have you all seen the movie Pieces? No. Oh, Tremors is class. Yes, it is. Vicky isn't a cougar anymore, more like a saber-toothed tiger. Dude, absolutely. Vicky is the saber-toothed tiger of AEW wrestling. Jet Adams wants the non-Cincinnatian to win tonight for a belt. No one cares about. Shaking my head, Jeff. Really? Jeff wants Nyla to win. Jeff doesn't like Britt Baker. Jeffy, baby, what's going on? Not smoking? Trust me, I'm not schizophrenic. I spy a cigarette. I don't trust you then. We got a second Cincy guy with a Pullman Jr. rock and roll, man. Shaq for Celeb. Shaq, that was the one. Yeah, thank you. Big Shaq. Thank you, guys. Assuming that's tobacco, Anne, you're using the wrong hand. Yes, I do smoke with my left hand, actually. It's my lazy hand. Assuming I have a movie to watch, Body Slam, one of the greatest wrestling movies of all time. I'd happily watch a wrestling movie, but the problem is I don't know if I'd live stream it, because, like, I'd be watching the movie, guys. Like, with wrestling, I can sort of drift my attention between chat and this, but I'd just be watching the movie. You'd just be watching me on screen like this. I don't know if it would be very exciting. I like Alexa, but it's mainly for her buttocks, I'm afraid. Jack, the stream has been so friendly this evening, and now you're turning it into a attraction thing, and that's not fair. I like Randy Orton because of his buttocks. All right, there we go. I'll balance it out. I'll make things normal. Here's the thing. I like the Fiend at first, but after that loss against Goldberg, I lost so much interest. Yeah, I agree. I think the character of the Fiend is great. I think the design is incredible. I just don't think the story has been written for him. And they've got so much potential there, and it just seems to be wasted every time. The Machine, the one don't work. Yeah, I don't think she complains about that. I mean, I don't know. Malachi Black does his promo in Ant's apartment right off screen. Mate, he does it. Mate, he does it just behind the curtain. We were worked into thinking it was a smoke machine. He's back there now, saying, knock on my door. Nyla with a choke slam. No. Britt counters, rolls up. Kick out. Wait, didn't Punisher do something with AEW? Punisher? I don't know. I love Britt. Team DMD all the way. Absolutely, man. Nyla lifting her up on her back and slamming her down. I was referring to Mox's match later. Oh, the non-Cincinnati. Oh, sorry. Okay, cool. He wants Lantarcher to win. Sorry. I don't know where Britt Baker's from. I assume Florida? She lives in Florida. I don't know. Diving knee drop. That's a great move, man. Loved that when she used to do it to Rio. Britt Baker kicks out. Thanks, Joey. I'm left-handed, so smoke with my right. There we go. And Britt's from Pittsburgh, I believe, so I should hate her. Why have you got a long-running feud with Pittsburgh? Hi, Gimme Hull, yeah. See it, Sportskeeda Wrestling. Sportskeeda. Oh, right. Daniel Bryan and time with AEW reports. Wow, exciting. I hope he has. I really hope he has. There'd be so many great dream matches there, isn't there? Love AEW Elite General Manager is called the #1 GM wrestling game. Have you played it yet, Jack? Has anyone played the Elite General Manager? I've downloaded it, but I've not played it yet. Alexa Bliss doing her impression of a ring post. She's a great actress. Yeah. It's just a shame to write so much garbage and produce so much garbage. Oh, Don Stream were dirtier than the bottom of the Humber. I can believe it, man. He's frills. I at least try to keep it clean with my dirty habits. I'm a head out. Oh, yeah. Also, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Also, I will not smoke because I like to be healthy. Great, but maybe take a drink when I'm older. But I'm going to get too much into smoking because it's an addiction like sugar. Absolutely, mate. I wish I never started. That was a sloppy as hell. Punisher is a Marvel bad guy character. Yeah, I don't think they've done that with Marvel. And I haven't been able to go to Yorkshire since February 2020. This is a travesty. Indeed, it is. How have you lived without Yorkshire tea and Yorkshire puddings? The curb stomp there from Britt Bacon. Britt Bacon. Jesus Christ. And a second one. Oh, bloody hell. She took that nastily. And there's the pin. Ooh, she kicked out. Freaking hell. Freaking hell. Kicking out with 2 curb stomps. What is this magic? Have a good night, Metalhead. Yeah, thank you so much for joining us, Metalhead. I do appreciate it, my dude. Brit's from Pittsburgh. Thank you. Oi, oi, says Right Girls of Wrestling. Send us a link then. Oh, mate, we're getting my dude Dan joining us. Invite. Copy to clipboard. Twitter. I did send him a message earlier. I didn't know if he was going to join us or not. I will send him the link. And we're going to have, I don't know if you guys have been here before, but Dan is a wrestling promoter for Pro Wrestling Eve, a fantastic. Oh, she threw the title belt at her and now she's. The ref thinks that he's done it. But it don't matter anyway because it won't be a. Oh, and she kicks out. She kicks out of the sit-down powerbomb. Bloody hell. Cool. I mean, the match started so, but it's getting good. Oi, oi, Dan. Steelers are better than the Patriots. I wouldn't dare comment. Going down, and she's getting him in the lockjaw. She's getting him in the lockjaw. And she's got the rubber glove as well. And she's there. She's there. Lockjaw, locked in. That's a submission. And tap, 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 tap. Don't bite down on the fingers. Oh, she's trying to bite down on the fingers. She's acting biting down on the fingers. Oh, she's done it. Good job. Good job. Well sold. Everything. Lovely. Yeah, played it quite good. Jason Hurd, yes. Great actress. No. How you doing, Jason? Lovely to see you. Great actress. Nope. Oh, she is. Alexa Bliss is great. Branko, you have a brain. Yes, he does. Sorry, Dan. Answer Git. Yes, he is. I'm not a fan of Britt Baker, but she is sexy as Hull. Hull. I'm glad you said Hull. I'm as sexy as Hull as well. Give me a Hull Yeah podcast. I'm not going to get into smoking. Good. I see you smoking. No, I'm not. I wasn't smoking. I don't know what you're talking about. I was not smoking. Don't tell Dom. Where I sent it? I sent it to your Twitter, Eve. Yeah, I sent it on the Twitter. FTR interview. Talking about with Santana Ortiz. It's a press conference, a proper press conference here. Oh, I buy sacks of Yorkshire tea bags. Good lad. Good lad. About 50 ago, but Yorkshire tea is best. Mate, 50? That's now. You want to see the size of my box? It's a big box. This match picked up the pace. It did. It started off slow, picked up the pace towards the end. Some nice spots towards the end. A few little botches, but it was decent. I'll ban you for Sully and the Patriots. Funny thing is, Jack never responded after that. No, he didn't, man. Well, never mind. Yeah, Britt DMD. Kate wins. Let is a great actress, not Elektra. Kate Winslet. Oh, Kate Wins. Elektra's a great actress. She did a real good job at several things, in my opinion. You're entitled to your opinion, Jack. It's just wrong. Where were we? Sorry, Jack. The Steelers isn't better than the Patriots. The Panthers are better than the Patriots. Okay, Panthers. I don't know. Yeah, did see you smoking. I see it in the hand smoking. You caught me. Please don't tell Dom, and don't tell my dude Dan, because my dude Dan is a very professional wrestling promoter, and he's right here. So everyone say hello to my dude. My friend is Dan.
Oh, sorry. Hi. Yeah, very professional. I did it on purpose. I swear.
Very good.
I've missed most of the first hour. I came in the midst of the Britt Baker Nyla Rose match. The latter half of which I saw was very good. You know,
Yeah, the latter half was. The first half was a bit slow. Very slow. Actually.
How long did the match go?
About 12 minutes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I thought the end spots were really good. Shots that she kicked out with 2 curb stomps.
Oh yeah, they kept it. Everyone comes out looking great in that. Everyone got to, everyone came across looking great. I didn't feel that the loss didn't hurt Nyla.
No.
The win helps, keep that elevation of Britt going. And what was interesting as well was Britt played the babyface. More in this role, at least in the latter half of the match. Whereas when they had their previous match as part of the women's tournament involving the wrestlers from Japan, it was the other way around. Britt was very much the heel.
Very much.
Nyla Rose played babyface.
Yeah,
so it gives you an idea of where things are.
Yeah, and that's where like Nyla wasn't coming out with Vicky Guerrero for certain matches to ensure that they got her over as a face during stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean, I enjoyed seeing it, and like I say, it's the first big sort of title defense that Britt's had since winning the title, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, just realised what it meant. Yeah, my microphone's in the shot. It just is.
That's not a microphone. That's a second beard.
That's the second beard. Hold on. Let's.
Oh, is that your hair head? Is that your Nikolai Volkov?
Yeah, I just doesn't really. It's really done that. I can't even take it off. But yeah, I could move it over here. Does that? But then I got to talk like this.
It's all good. If you want to have a fairy hat in front of your chest, that is all fine by me.
Top of my blue Yeti. Look.
Oh, your blue Yeti.
God, blue Yeti. not the type of Yeti that Patrick Troughton, of course, fought in the late 60s. No,
there we go.
So we got just a Fyter Fest logo on screen. That's all we've got right now. For anyone wondering,
so I'm gonna bash through some comments, Dan.
Go for it.
Santana don't roll with iPhone pictures. He certainly doesn't. Ivan Anderson, welcome. Long time no see. And thank you so much for joining us, Ivan. Hope you are doing well, my friend. Don't snitch, guys. Yeah, don't tell Dom. But then I say that. I half want you to tell Dom just to wind him up. I've seen better acting in my specialist adult-focused films. What do you think about Alexa Bliss's acting?
I thought she's done great. I thought she's performed great. What do you want her to do?
I know. Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like, I think she's done a great job personally. I don't like anyone that knows. And I've made it known I'm not a fan of those type of characters and storylines. But that's not on her. That's not like
that's not on her. No.
It's not like she turned up one day and went, Vince, gonna do the Fiend now, and Vince would be like, what? It's like, I'm gonna do the Fiend. Take the Fiend off. That's me now. All right. Okay. Cool, Alexa. Cheers, Vince.
Yeah. But actually, she's rolled with it, man.
Yeah, no, she's done great, and she's kind of like made it. There is differences between her version and Bray Wyatt version as well. 100%. So.
Yeah, she isn't an imitation. She's doing her own thing with it, and
yeah,
that's what you need,
she's performing it well,
And Bray performs the Fiend well. The issue isn't that. The issue is the story.
It's too much supernatural bullshit
that they've put them in.
Yeah, like when you get the stuff like the when they're doing the Kendo Nagasaki shit. When they got the things falling down from the ceiling and things like that, it's just like, nah, fam, I can't be dealing with that.
Just garbage. It's what makes us as wrestling fans look bloody stupid sometimes.
If you want to watch
it and go, what the hell?
You want to hypnotize someone, you can hypnotize them to doing what you want. Hypnotize them to lay on the ground for 3 seconds.
Well, yeah, but not just that. Like, I have no problem with hypnotizing in wrestling, just as long as it's not just someone looking at someone. Get a thing out and hypnotize them. That's a gimmick. That's fine. Just base it in some sort of reality.
Yeah,
or some sort of universe that works. So Dan says Branko. Ivan says hello. Dan, hello. What is up, Ivan? Dan, why is there a Triblian in your shot?
He means tribble.
Oh, a tribble. Hi, Dan, says Mikhail. Hi, Jamel. Oh, hey, Dan the man. You're Dan the man now. Let's listen to what Andrade's got to say. Triple. DMD1, Craig. Welcome. Hope you're having a great day, Greg. Keep your on screen. Yeah, we've got and Andrade El Idilo Brown. Andrade El Idilo Brown. Well, they do have a collaboration with Impact now, and D'Lo's working at Impact. So
Andrade, the Idol. That's sort.
Andrade, the Idol, terrible. Yeah,
the Idol, as in like the bands, he loves them. You send him tweets now.
Big news: Nick Gage is having a match against Jericho next week.
Nick Gage is who? What? And who? Where now? What?
Whoa,
Hey,
Chavo Guerrero's coming out.
So I remember when Chavo came over here, like he worked a bunch of independent shows, obviously. And he wouldn't let any of the promotions sell his matches as part of their like on-demand or DVD services.
Oh, really? So he'd have matches with promotions, and then he wasn't the promoters weren't able
because
to...
he was like, unless you're giving me a cut,
man.
You're not allowed. He was doing the whole likeness rights, which is within his right to do. Do you know what I mean? It's just kind of like, for promotions, like they're able to afford you because that's where their income comes in from. Do you know what I mean? So,
and the issue with that is it makes sense for him to be with Andrade, so that's cool.
Yeah.
He's been working backstage a while, though, hasn't he? This isn't a big shot.
I honestly don't know. I
believe so. And then, so Nick Gage came out earlier as he's part 2 of Jericho's 5-week challenge.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Which surprised me, actually, because I expected Nick Gage and Moxley to be having a match.
Well, they're doing that for GCW, so,
Yeah.
Why kind of repeat? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They could always go to that later after GCW have done it.
Yeah.
So, Chavo Guerrero right now doing a promo, putting over everyone. Proper babyface promo at the moment. But I'm not sure it's going to turn.
It's got to on it. I'm surprised Vicky hasn't come out, to be perfectly honest. Oh, here we go, man. Is it Penta, I'm assuming? Oh, it's Death Triangle. Who's with Death Triangle? Oh, is that that's the Spanish announcer, isn't it? I forget his name. Who's been managing Penta? Oh, Dan, I can't hear you, mate.
He does their Instagrams as well.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. Well, he thinks he's Andrade. You just said Pac. Come on, bro. Mount. I've just been... Yeah. Am I a little bit ahead of you?
Seems that way.
Do you want me to press pause for a few seconds?
It's okay. It's entirely to you.
Let me know when Andrade starts talking.
Okay. Now. Thank you for coming. Dude, I'm all for this.
Bronco Shadow Vlogs. What name haven't you seen before? Oh, I'll let you go through and catch up on... I'll listen to the promo if you want to go through this, and then I'll catch you up.
Catch me up. Eve is an awesome promo. Eve is an incredible promotion, man. I watch it regularly, love the stuff, and Dan does a wonderful job. He's the head. He owns Eve. What did you want to be called? Is it?
I'm the producer, basically. Technically, I'm not the executive producer, but executive producer just makes me sound like my head's up my ass. So I just always go with just like, I'm the executive producer, don't you know? Like,
he's the booker man. He's the booker.
Yeah, I'm the booker man. That's basically, and everything else as well.
Jamel's got a question, rock and roll. Jamel, I didn't see it up there, but if you do have one, please do show it. Weren't you opposed to them putting the belt on Britt, Dan? Oh, there we go. Good question from Jeff.
I was. We'll come back to that at the end of this promo, if we may.
Yeah, no worries.
So otherwise, I don't want to, miss the promo and then be like, "What was the promo, Dan?" Well,
you keep going, man. Yeah, you keep going. I'll do this. I'll do the chat. I'll try not to miss a show. Ready for the Batman watch along Sunday. Ready to pay respects to Heath Ledger. Good. I'm glad you're looking forward to it. Join Dom on Sunday for a Batman Dark Knight watch along. Second Doctor Yeti, AKS away. Ask away, Branko. I've seen a new subscriber on my notifications, and I don't know if it's you. It says Roger Black. Bash me. Oh, I don't mean about Alexa. I just wanted to see what Ant would say. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, you know me. I'll talk. Jack is the Joker. Jackie is the Joker. Well, I like supernatural stuff, but not Alexa Bliss and The Fiend. Hi, Gimme Hole. Yeah, can you ask if Dan does the Batman movie on Sunday? That'll be up to Dan and Dom, really. But we'll have to see. Balong, welcome, has said, search Google allworld247.com. Probably advised not to do that. She might be the Hood from Thunderbirds. She might be. Jack Nice Fridged on Twitter. Thoughts, Alexa Bliss's new face is covered in the burnt ashes of the Fiend, yes or no? I doubt it. I don't know if they've thought that far ahead. I'm guessing it's not you, Jamel. Damn it, D'Lo. Branko. I asked the question, Jamel. I hear a dog. Hello, dog. I can repeat it. Yeah, please repeat it because I don't think you said it. No, Branko, that's not me. Oh, it seems like we've got someone imitating Jamel. Yeah, we have because. It's Dom Dog Ant stole it. Yes, I did. Looks like Chava's been riding the rails, if you know what I'm saying. It seems like he's having a good time. He's got a lot of energy. Haven't done it yet, Branko, after the stream. Oh, okay. Sorry, I got confused because I've never seen that name. Cultaholic now has Daniel Bryan news. Weird. Everyone's reporting Daniel Bryan in AEW. Until I see it, I can't believe it. You good? I won't forget to sub you. Good. Roger Black, he was a new subscriber that I just got. Good. I respect you, Booker Man. I think it was a new person that watched my bro build dad jokes one. I actually took it from TikTok and got 318 views. That's a lot more than most of the videos. Congratulations. That's great, Branko. I'm doing Batman 2. I'm spending 40 quid for it. Batman's free on Hulu. Cool, man. We can join Dom on Sunday and watch that. I'm caught up. Dan, what was that all about?
To be honest with you, it's just a tease. It was exactly kind of what you'd expect, which is Death Triangle come out, back and forth between them and Andrade, and then they hit the ring and Chavo and Andrade got out and music played. So it's just setting up that Andrade. I'm assuming Andrade is going to have. I mean, I doubt Chavo is going to wrestle. I could be wrong. But I'm assuming Andrade is going to have a couple of people with him. He said Tranquilo, which is interesting.
He said that a lot in WWE anyway, didn't he?
Yeah, but, with WWE, there wasn't the options that there are.
Yeah.
So, but that could also just be a red herring.
We could see the AAA collaboration coming in here.
Yeah, so... And hey, I'm all for it. There's no room in the AEW singles division for Andrade.
I agree. There's no room for a lot of people.
Yeah, exactly. And this is why I'm a big believer of those trios championships. I think I've spoken about it before. Trios titles was something that I was actually going to do in Eve. I wasn't going to do tag titles. I was initially going to do trios titles. But then the chances of being able to actually get the same groups always together on the women's scene when WWE were just signing everyone from you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it was just like, well, running a tag is going to be hard enough as it is. So
yeah, can I get Tony Storm next week?
So I'll go with I'll do the tag and not the trios. But I've always trios match was the first ever WWF match that I ever watched. So I've been in that. There's, do you know what I mean? I've always connected in Japan. My favorite promotion for a number of years was Michinoku Pro Wrestling. I used to make sure that I would watch CMLL when it was on Galavision on satellite TV over here. So trios matches and Dragon Gate. Oh my god, I love Dragon Gate, which again was just kind of like Michinoku Pro Wrestling the next level. So yeah, I've always loved trios matches, and I'm huge on this trios title. You know, the kind of wrestling and quality we're going to see will be outstanding. So the idea of Andrade, you know, leading like a trios group, I am all in on that.
Down with it, and me too, man. And you know, and I think that element of AAA, bringing them into stuff more. Like, there's not enough space for it, but it's building up to something big, isn't it, Dan? I mean, we're getting Impact working with New Japan, AEW working with New Japan. These 4 companies can do some wonderful stuff together, and I think we're going to get this massive pay-per-view, aren't we, with all 4 of them at some point.
Maybe. I wouldn't want to, you know, I mean, it's certainly possible. There's money to be made. How they would split it, I don't know, because it's not like you can say, hey, Impact, your worth is equal to that of AEW in New Japan. Do you know what I mean? It's just not that simple. So, you know, there's a lot of financial things that would need to be worked out.
The thing I'd say, Dan, is the quality of the stadium that could sell would be Tokyo Dome level. They could sell a football stadium with Omega Okada headlining. Like that would be massive. And so even if Impact were to get 10% of that cut, it'd still be a hell of a lot of money, and potentially more than Impact are making on a normal
nothing else. Anyway. It would get a lot more eyes on them, and it would also mean that they're able to go to international television markets with some footage that they're able to claim some, relevance to, and that is important.
And Tony Khan can take them risks because he's got that money. So why not say, look, we're not even going to give you a percentage. We're going to. What was your last pay-per-view? What did you make on the last pay-per-view? This amount of money? Cool. I'll give you that plus 25%. And you're part of this. And do you know what I mean? I think that would be massive. And Tony Khan can afford to do that.
There would also be issues on how does the future rights of the footage. Well, it's a very complicated issue.
I can imagine.
But
it's happening already, Dan. It's happening already. We are seeing people from other companies on a smaller level than that.
Yeah, it's not as complicated as running something together, though.
Right.
And having your name together.
I think it'd be AEW buying them out for that. I think it'd be the same.
Omega sell the O2. Not convinced.
Oh, what? Sorry.
You don't know. Jack said Omega sell the O2 easy. I'm not convinced. I think it means Omega Okada. No, they couldn't. I don't think they could sell 20,000 over here, but I think they could. I think they could do. I think they could do like Wembley, like 12.
It depends. I think it possibly could in the US. I don't know.
I was going to say but O2 is the UK, isn't it?
It's the UK, yeah.
The UK. I mean, WWE don't even touch the O2 anymore. I don't think. Because they weren't selling it out. There was a time when WWE would run the O2 several days in a row, and then they couldn't even sell out one. Couldn't even, like, it's a bad number that they do. Do you know what I mean? But just a comparison, now, they don't run it once. So, but that's indicative of the popularity of wrestling as a whole in the country.
Cool. Jack says that 4K isn't free on YouTube. It's great, but it's cheap content. Surprised they didn't take it down. That's cool, Branko. Congratulations. Akeem's joined us. Hello, my dude. Hope you're doing well. It says Anne, and it's not just Anne, it's Dan. Oh, I burped. It's Dan as well. That was my pesto pasta coming up, Dan.
Wow.
I might be his co-host. He is Robin. I am Batman. Who will win in the fight, Batman or Iron Man?
Whatever the writer says.
Yeah. However it's booked.
I've never understood when people do fantasy booking on things. It's just
Dom loves that.
I'm just like, what do you mean fantasy booking? Like, it's like you and I both know.
Not fantasy
How
booking,
does it work?
It's just writing.
So it's like it's not possible to do fantasy booking. It's not like what would happen if Demetrius Johnson, who's signed to ONE FC, was to come into the UFC in 2021. What would happen? Then you could do some wow, that would be a hell of a. You can talk about how good of a match do you think that something would be, but not who would win.
And let's be honest, in any of these superhero verses, no one wins. It's always
mate, tell me about it. Do you know what? That Batman Turtles, mate, I fell for it. I said to my kids, I said, I've got to get it.
What's that?
There was a Batman Turtles movie collaboration. There was a comic book a long time ago as well. And then they finally did the collaboration of the movie. And I said to my kids, because my son goes, who do you think would win? And I was like, do you really think there's going to be a winner? And he goes, they're going to team up, aren't they? And I went, yeah. I said, but we'll get some stuff between them for a while. How wrong I was. We got some stuff between them at the start. And then, like, the 90% of the movie is just them all on the same sides. But the freaking film is called Batman versus Turtles.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. I understand. Get them together at the end. Have them come together at the end. I understand that. Not at the start, you pricks. Not at the start. Bastards. Fucking Tenagon, that was. Anyway.
Did you not enjoy it?
No,
I don't know.
Shit as well.
I don't know why.
Worse.
Oh, dear. Sorry.
Yeah, I know, right? It's just like, well, at least it was good. Nah, it was rubbish.
What's up, Akeem? I'll be back. Rock and roll. Akeem, long time no see. If it wasn't for podcasting, what would we do? I met some amazing people. Can't wait to meet much people. This platform is awesome. That's awesome, Jamel.
If it wasn't for podcasting, what would we be doing? Well, my wife was upstairs, very disappointed that I chose to come down here and watch this.
You chose to be with me instead of your wife.
Don't put it that way. She'll definitely.
Oh, you're dead. You're dead.
Right. I was just like, it's just so hot in the
be
house.
Like, done. Fed now. It's just too hot there, is it, mate? Becky's been telling me the heat down in London. It sounds freaking awful.
It's terrible, horrific, absolutely horrific. And the thing is, what people that aren't in this country don't realize is our heat isn't like the heat in other countries. Ours is a very muggy heat. You know. Oh, great move there! A gut wrench powerbomb. So you know how, so guys, if you're not watching, you know how Cesaro does the out in suplex, where he's standing on the second rope and his opponent's on the outside, and then he brings them in by doing that superplex. Well, the Blade just did that from the outside, standing on the second rope under a gut wrench powerbomb, but dropping Orange Cassidy onto the top turnbuckle. Very cool, very different, very unique.
And also the way that he fell as well. He fell onto the outside.
Fell straight into the outside. Great point. Yeah, and right now they're brawling on the outside of the ring.
Yeah,
and there's a nice little advert
on the outside. Yeah,
was that Texas Deathmatch between Lance Archer and
Moxley? That's tonight. Yeah,
that's tonight.
That's the main event.
Texas Deathmatch between those two is tonight.
Yeah. Well, obviously we saw it at Wrestle Kingdom a couple of years ago. It's a rematch.
It's just that we haven't had the first. I just kind of like they have worked before, haven't they?
Yes, Jeff was saying earlier. It's a bit weird because Lance Archer's going to presumably lose that, and he keeps losing these big title matches. And it is a really interesting point. I mean, there's definitely a story there in the future potentially, but he is right. Like, Lance Archer is losing a lot of title matches. I think he's had. I think Jeff said it was about 8 title matches he had, which I can believe, and he's lost all of them. So.
Yeah, the booking of Lance Archer. Lance Archer is a victim of too many people on the roster.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
He would be a great person to put in a trios, you know, because he needs some big wins. Well, is this match for the IWGP US title?
It is, yeah.
Right.
So he's not winning that because Moxley's the bigger name for New Japan to have. I mean, I know Lance Archer's got the history with New Japan.
Yes, he has, and he was a former champion as well. In fact, wasn't he the person that dropped the title? Didn't he lose the title
to Moxley? Yeah. But I can't see them putting it. I don't see the advantage for New Japan in putting it back on Lance Archer right now. Surely it makes sense to,
especially with the situation in Japan right now. Ollie Hogban, who, if anyone's watched Eve, you may have known him as the commentator for Eve at the start of the Rezgal era, and previously he's been the Eve commentator since, I want to say, 2011. You know, he's over commentating on the Olympics right now. You know, and already in the Olympic Village, you know, there has been COVID outbreaks, and you know, he's.
I'll tell you my story in a bit, man.
Oh, wow, like that, is it? Christ. So you know, there's a lot of fear right now with regards to, you know, so many people, you know, being out there, and because, you know, I don't think people realize just how many, we're not talking hundreds of athletes that are in for the Olympics. We're talking thousands. And I don't think people realize just how many people are involved in the Olympics.
That's right.
It's a lot. So there's a lot of, like obviously I know a lot of people in Japan because of wrestling and what I do. I know, and they're not. They told me they're not happy that it's going on. Oh, we got the babyface comeback from Orange Cassidy.
Oh, there we go. So I had a show on this week at the place I work. 1,000 people booked in per night to come and see it. Sellout show. And we started
this past weekend?
This Monday. We started getting the inn, unloaded 3 wagons, put up...
Orange Cassidy did the suicide dive, but he wiped out Chris Statlander.
Wow.
By mistake. The blade pushed or held Chris Statlander in place.
Yep, got all the stuff in.
Oh, and now we've gone the reverse, and the blade takes out Allin.
The blade takes out Allin. Nice.
Sorry, carry on.
She dropped her ears. Love Tony Schiavone.
Why she's the Alley now and not the bunny, you see.
Well, I asked Rosemary about it, saying that there was... Did you see my Rosemary interview?
I have not seen your Rosemary interview. I haven't seen the one you've done with Damo yet, neither, but I will.
Dom did that one, yeah.
Dom did that one,
Yeah, I did the Rosemary one. Yeah, I asked her about the fact that there's someone that looks very similar to someone that died in Impact. She had a bit of fun with it. It was a character interview as well, so that was interesting.
Oh, nice. She's great.
She is. And a massive clothesline from the blade. She
donated like $100 or something to our Pride campaign that we did a couple years ago. She was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Man. Wonderful human. Or whatever she is.
Or wherever she's from, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Interesting to do a character interview. Never done that before. So cool. Get this show in. And halfway through the day after getting almost all of it up, we get a call and one of the cast members has COVID and show's cancelled. And yeah.
Oh, wow. Because I'm guessing everyone has to isolate because they've all been together.
Yeah.
Holy hell.
So, and that's the reality of the situation we're dealing with. And it's just
1,000 people. What was the gig?
Over 1,000 people. 6.
Who?
6, the musical.
Oh, right. Okay. Can't say I know it, but
at the end of this year, at the end of this August, we've got School of Rock coming in. And after this week, I'm just concerned. Oh, what did she throw?
She threw the knucks.
Oh, the knucks.
And he nearly lost him twice.
He's got the knucks.
He's setting up, misses. Oh, duck.
Oh, and gets him on the second punch. Let me run through some comments.
Oh, that was nice. Did you see that? He dropped them by mistake, and obviously it's not supposed to be. So he just grabbed them, and then as he rolled over, he brought his arm with him to cover it up. Nice little
hiding. Friday night I have them for sure. I have some trivia posted on my Twitter page now. Feel free to check it out. Thank you, Jamel. Yeah, feel free to share that. And share that on our Discord as well. Do you guys watch the American Horror Stories? Yes, I enjoyed the American Horror Stories. Dan? No.
Don't really watch any television.
Apart from wrestling. My keyboard's a bit jammed. Sorry, that's because you've been...
I watch old TV occasionally.
Cool. Yeah, you was watching Magnum, weren't you, last time we were chatting?
Watch Magnum tonight. Oh, that's the Superman punch with the brass knuckles from Orange Cassidy to the blade. So I've a feeling that is that in this feud.
Yeah, and Ramsberg sold that great as well. Did you see his face in the background? The shock of it.
I did not know.
That was great. He was great.
Nice.
I used to go to WWE 02 shows. Nice, Jackie boy. Oh, no, you don't know, Jack. And your burp sounds like you're giving birth to an alien. It absolutely was. It was out of nowhere as well, as I was talking. Dang. I can't wait for AEW Rampage. Will it be on TNT? That's probably a stupid question. I don't know.
AEW Rampage? Yes, the Friday night show on TNT.
Oh, it's on TNT because Dynamite's moving to somewhere else, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
There we go.
Dynamite's moving to TBS.
There we go. Thank you.
Oh, is he going to do a turnaround and he's got face paint or something along those lines?
Painmaker, isn't he?
Oh, yes, we've got the Painmaker gimmick. Yeah, Jericho promo right now, guys.
I hope he doesn't turn around. Oh, please just keep the camera shot on him for way too long. That'd be real awkward. Don't feel bad, Dan. My wife is the same way. Well, I'm glad you're with us, Jamel, my dude. Oh, Dan, I agree. It's hotter than a blast furnace in hell. I've got my fan right next to me.
Just next week's card is shit hot, guys.
Yeah,
Christian Cage, Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus against the Hardy family, whatever the O stands for. Moxley or Archer against Hukulio. Oh, okay, interesting.
Hukulio was there tonight, yeah.
All right, that's of course one of Haku's lads, isn't he? If I remember correctly.
I didn't know that. Right, cool.
And Tony Khan will make an announcement for a new major live event: the Elite against Hangman Page and Dark Order. Moxley and Lance Archer. That's tonight. Sorry, what was the other match that was in there? There was two matches that I missed at the start.
There was one with the Jurassic Express.
Oh, Jericho against Nick Gage. Santana on Ortiz against FTR, which will be ridiculous.
Yeah, of course it will.
Like, seriously, next week, that's a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
That is if you told me, Dan, this is the card for the pay-per-view, I'll be like, oh, yeah, no, I'm watching that. I am watching that.
But Dan,
and let me tell you something as well. Don't miss episode 1 of AEW Rampage.
It'll be big. Well, but it's 3 a.m. I don't know if I'll be able to cover it. But
no. You're not understanding.
Don't miss it.
Yeah.
Gonna be good. Oh, why? You know something?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll tell you what. What I might do, guys, is I might avoid all news. And if there is going to be something big happening, what I might do is I might do a live stream of it the day after. So keep an eye on the Twitter for
good idea.
On the YouTube.
I'll go to bed very early and get up early.
Well, I'm probably at work.
3 a.m. on a Friday?
No, but in the morning.
That's what I'm saying. Get up very early, go to work after AEW.
That big. Cool.
I think so.
Rock and roll. Exciting. Oh, exciting little tidbit there from Dan, who's clearly got some knowledge. That's exciting.
I have no knowledge.
I'd be running if I did that to my wife, though. I don't have one, but still. You'll have one day, my dude. Hello, Branko. No, it's Jericho versus Shawn Spears. That was tonight. Sup, Ivan. Jericho versus Spears already happened. Who won the Jericho match? Jericho won it. The Olympics start Friday. That's mental. If Jericho lost, I would be sad. No, Jericho's winning until he gets to MJF. Dan, 4 people on my small team at work have got COVID too. Yeah, it's this is the next few months.
This is why there's a match that I'm doing at Queendom, and I haven't announced, I haven't confirmed who, or rather what the actual number of participants are, in case that happens. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because everyone has to take tests prior to coming down for Queendom anyway.
PCR tests.
Oh, I can't remember. There's so many different kind of bloody tests. There's the blood one. There's the
or just a general mass test, or
I can't remember. Honestly, they have to do it. They can't do it down with us though, because my whole thing is if you do it down with us, you're gonna. Do you know what I mean?
I believe you should make them all do key stage 3 mass tests before they get on.
Key stage 3 math test.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm all for that. Actually,
get one of your kids' books. None of them would wrestle, man. None of them would pass it. Ask them to explain to you Pythagoras theorem. They'd all be knackered.
It depends on who. Jetta is actually really super smart.
I bet she is. She seems smart. She
is.
Dimmer's interviews very good. Yeah, I think he did it before Nikki Cross obviously won the championship. But I'm sure he would have asked about that. But I haven't watched it yet. But he managed to get an hour interview out of him. So go check that out. It is on the channel. She is a shadow from the shadows. Yes, she is from the dark shadows. 6 was about Henry VIII's and wives. COVID is just a monster. It absolutely is a monster. That's a very true statement, Branko. Dan,
UK now has the second most, constantly new COVID cases in the world, I believe.
Yeah, and this is from 2 weeks ago, not from Freedom Day.
Freedom.
Dan watches The Lone Ranger. Yeah, he filmed The Lone Ranger. Okay, I didn't know. Y2J. Oh my God, it's CM Punk. Jeremy, nice try. Oh, Meng's lad isn't here, isn't he? Nah, Jeremy. Scared of Meng me? Nah. And I sent you a nipple game. Excellent. You sent me this on Twitter. Can we see Mortal Kombat on AEW? I don't think they'd go for that. We get references to modern culture with the Young Bucks enough. I'll co-host Rampage if it helps. Man, it'll be a late night. Dan is keeping a secret. I'm definitely watching Rampage. This is exciting. Hi, Gimme. Dan's tapping.
Sorry, I didn't even realize that was coming out.
It's all right, baby. Hi, Gimme Hulia. AEW is coming Friday, August 13th, and I suggest you watch the show. Pepsi time, not lateral flow tests. They are worthless. Okay. It's a second. Holy crap. We got the Delta variant here because Boris won't use Zoom. No, late night, I'm up for that. I don't know. I'd have to see my work schedule, to be honest with you. I'll let you all know. And we'll see what we can do. Come and hang out. Just keep an eye on the channel, and I will put a scheduled event in for it. But we will definitely watch it, and I will avoid all spoilers, and I will ask you to avoid telling me spoilers. Street Fighter T-shirt with All Elite Wrestling. There we go. So maybe that's why someone
really cool.
Yeah,
that is such a cool freaking gig that they got themselves there.
But look at all of the collaborations they're using. This is he's making stuff happen, man.
Yeah, like that is like. Listen, I can't tell you that I haven't bought a wrestling T-shirt in a long time. Probably getting on for 20 years.
Jesus, and you want the Street Fighter one now?
But if really I was going to buy something, it would absolutely be something like that because that's cool. Do you know what I mean?
Like, yeah. Do you think Dark will be on television one day, or do you think they'll stay on YouTube? I think they'll stay on YouTube.
Yeah, I would say. I mean, unless someone, if a network comes to them and wants to license it,
yeah,
do you know what I mean? Then sure,
why not?
I'm sure they would, but you know.
It's more just to get people. It's a lot of it, to be honest, is about making that win-loss record mean something. It's the way that they're.
It is, and do you know what else it is? It's their NXT.
Yes, yeah.
But it's NXT how I did She-Evolution. So how I did She-Evolution was basically my NXT developmental brand. But what I didn't do is have it like his, it's constantly young talent against young talent. It was young talent against experienced talent because the whole point was the young talent learning to get in the ring with experienced talent that they normally wouldn't have the opportunity to do so.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. And
now, speaking of Street Fighter, that's kind of like a cheat code to get people up quicker and to elevate them quicker. Is to put them in the ring with more experienced people. But what I didn't want to do was put this on like normal Eve shows because the Eve show quality is very high, and if you're working with some youngsters, it's not going to be to the same level. So the idea was, market it honestly as what it is, so everyone's happy and they're enjoying it in a different way because they're looking forward to, being able to say, "Oh, I was there when she was just on the She-Evolution shows, and now look, she's, in WWE or on AEW or she's the first ever IWGP world champion."
Yeah. No, but that's great, and that makes complete sense, and that's what Dark does, and they do a good job with Dark. It's not something I feel is necessary to watch, but when I hear there's a good match on it, I can quite happily go and watch it, and and it gives the fans more action to watch.
Yeah, absolutely.
Breaking news: Daniel Bryan signs with AEW per Cultaholic. A couple of people have said that on the stream. I mean, that's wicked if it is. I can't see why Cultaholic are breaking the news and AEW aren't, though. There's been a couple was it Pro Wrestling Insider as well as broke that on news. So we will see. Maybe Daniel Bryan comes and interferes in this match. Who knows? That broke a while ago. I mean, we've heard rumors of Daniel Bryan wanting to work with New Japan. So give me a break, Jack. I'm at work. I can't keep up. Lol.
We got the match that you would expect between these two right now, which is a crowd brawl.
And Lance Archer using someone as a weapon, throwing that the plant into Jon Moxley. Great stuff. But that's Lance Archer all over, isn't it, man? That's his gimmick.
We've done that on XWA shows.
Right.
It's always a good fun. Although I remember I'm trying to think who it was that did it. But there was someone. It was an early XWA show, so I'm going like 2005, and I remember Greg Burridge using actual fans as weapons. Yeah, he was like, "Come here." So he like body slammed. I forget who it was. It might have been Johnny Storm or someone. Might have been. I'm trying to think who it was. Might have been. It could have been Drake Maverick or someone on those lines. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So he body slams him down on the floor outside, and then he starts encouraging the fans to come up, and he starts body slamming the fans on top of them.
Really?
Yeah. So fans are getting body slammed on top of, like I said, I want to say Drake, but it was possibly Johnny.
I hope they sold it.
They were kind of like just a bit like this was surreal. Do you know what I mean?
But what an experience, man.
But because obviously Greg's not wanting to like hurt the fan, he's proper like dumping them down on whether it be Drake or Johnny. You know, like they're the one that they're getting that fan's entire weight on them.
Oh yeah. You know. Yeah. Not sure how Jackie should have known that Jeremy was at work. Jon Moxley versus Lance Archer is like a dream match. Well, it has already happened. It's a rematch really from Wrestle Kingdom 3 years ago.
About 3 years ago, maybe, about 3 years ago.
AEW is coming to Cincinnati, totally going.
Maybe
Jeff,
it's 2 years ago. Oh, it's hard to freaking tell.
COVID, man, it's messed us all up. That was the hard way, yeah?
No.
With the fork, that's just happened very quickly, and the split looks like it is. That's a split.
Well, you wouldn't cut someone with a fork, not that way. Unless there's something. Unless there's something taped to the side, but normally the fork is not because that's.
He's holding both his hands there, so he's in control of the fork. Maybe the fork is. I've
never known anyone with a fork.
Okay. I mean, Archer's in control of that. Oh, yeah. Shit. JR just shouted out Skyline Chili. AEW coming to Cincinnati. Oh, I'm glad for you, lads. I'm really glad for you both. You can go on there and be our on-site reporters, man. Jesus Christ. Lots of blood. Set Your Dreams Higher is Ambrose versus Archer. A dream match. Lol. It's a great... I mean, the first one was a great match, Jeremy. There's a lot of blood already in this one. Hi, Anthony Nalum. Was me up at 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning? Yes, I was this morning. I was up at 6:30 this morning. I've had a nap. Oh, just saw the mask for the first time. Yes, there was. I saw a couple in the audience with masks on. Not many, though. It was reported 32 minutes ago for Daniel Bryan. I don't think it's tonight. Jake the Snake equals fashion icon. Yes, it does. Yes, he is. Lance is not food, Mox. Sheesh. Yeah, man. Moxley's throwing in the chairs. I mean, it's a cool match. It's a cool stipulation based on the fact that it happened before, and it was a brutal, bloody match, that. But then New Japan matches always feel really real, you know? Mild thing, mild wings, says Jamel.
They're in a really good bro. They've gone to the, traditional style of hardcore.
Yeah.
Right now, bar the addition of the fork.
Yeah.
Which was anyone who watches Eve has seen the fork used in Eve matches, mainly from Rhea O'Reilly.
There we go.
This is a good fun match. I wish I'd have been able to have watched the whole show. Genuinely, you know. I mean, is there such a thing as? Do you know? I mean, there's rarely a bad AEW show. Like,
yeah, man.
Like even a bad AEW show is usually the best wrestling show on TV of the week.
Yeah. I mean, it is for me. I mean, you know, I understand people have loyalty to WWE. I understand it. It's just not
the idea of loyalty to a freaking television show to me is just like I've got loyalty to which billion-dollar company have you got loyalty to?
The thing is, AEW is entertaining me. That's all that matters, you know, on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
I wish Jeffrey Archer was in this match getting bloodied instead. I hate him. I don't think it'd be as fun and hardcore match show, would it? It's also reported that NXT is not happy with Vince. I don't think that needs to be reported.
I don't know what does that mean though. NXT isn't happy with Vince.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? It's quite funny because if anything, all it does is help the NXT perception as though it's a separate brand that Vince has nothing to do with. What a spot!
The clothesline with the
well, it was a punch
with a
you know, like there was the top of the trash can was about to be used by Jon Moxley, and he just took a punch.
Yeah, really nice. Yeah, I just thought, yeah, that was cool.
It was just timed perfectly.
Mm-hmm. Joey says, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
And I think Moxley gigged from the punch.
Right.
As he put the...
Oh, he's biting the head. He's biting the head. The ruined cross on Raw, so NXT is not happy with it. I think it's more NXT fans, Branko, that are not happy with it. And I think it. I thought it was stupid, but
it was stupid. Really I'm sure the talent are pissed.
Yeah, there will be. Yeah,
you know, like,
and probably even the producers.
People should also be, you know, be going what the hell with regards to Keith Lee. Do you know what I mean? Guy's been off TV for how long, and he gets Kofi'd. Yeah,
it's just weird. But I just don't care, so it's all
if
good.
It weren't for Nikki's title win, that show, don't get me wrong, John Cena was an outstanding promo, but
he always is.
He always is. Exactly, you know?
The ruined cross on perfect match for the Crypt Keeper. No rules to enforce. Absolutely. Nox is not going to need to get involved in this. It wouldn't be as fun... but it's Jeffrey Archer. He's an awful fraction of a man. Fraction of a man. What a wonderful... I'm not saying. Low blow, John. Come on, you don't need to do that. Hi, Gimme. Yeah. Why are you at 6 a.m? I work, mate. I work at a vaccination center at the moment. So put the chairs together. Making a big deal of it, which is nice.
Oh, nice. So he's done the chairs together, but the other way round. Imagine playing musical chairs back to back. And now he's going to take a rock bottom on the... Oh, Jesus Christ. So let me tell you about how that move is done. It fucking hurts.
Yeah,
that's how it's done.
That's just... There's no magic to that.
No, that just sucks. That just sucks. There are some things in wrestling that are magic, and there are some things in wrestling that just plain suck. If anyone watched my interview thing, watch along with Laura Di Matteo a couple of weeks ago, they'll have seen numerous parts in that match where Laura's just like, yeah, that just sucked. You know?
Yeah. There's no easy way to do it.
I'll just say that Moxley has had most of this match.
Yeah, he has, hasn't he?
The battle in Blue Eye. Wow.
Battling
Blue Eye is an old school term for babyface.
Right, cool. I didn't even know that, Dan.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going with a fork again. Moxley's very heel here, man.
I don't think he's heel. He's just violent.
Yeah, maybe so.
There's nothing in it what he's doing in terms of the way he's presenting himself as heel. He's well within his character.
Dan, they're rushing here, mate. There's something good. They're rushing to get this match out. They've only got.
Well, they'll be finishing soon, so
yeah,
they've got 2 minutes to freaking get to the end.
And he's getting it out, and it's stuck on the thing. Oh, come on, it's seconds wasted.
It's freaking double barbed wire board, double table.
This is gonna be nasty. This is gonna be nasty, Dan.
Yeah, you're going through that, mate.
Yes. Is Archer winning this? This is great if he is. He's winning this, Dan. Ouch.
Yeah.
Ouch.
This is the win that Archer needs.
Yeah, big time. Wow. Oh, gash the side of Moxley's head as well, the barbed wire. New IWGP champion Lance Archer. Fantastic.
Brilliant.
Fun match.
I had a feeling that it was because the match was just all Moxley.
It was all Moxley, right? My first death match. Great sign.
And also, I've got to say as well, right? This is a prime. Does Moxley lose anything losing this?
No.
Does Lance Archer gain something winning this?
Yeah. 100%.
This is it. So when people go on about wins and losses not mattering, like we've had in the news this week, this is a prime example of why wins and losses matter, but not for the reasons that some people believe. It's because of this is how you do it. The idea is to elevate people, not hurt people.
No. I mean, he might lose it next week.
That's how big he can. I can never pronounce his name right. He's a big boy.
He is. I mean, Archer's big and he's massive.
That didn't have quite the finish that I think they wanted, though. Hikario doesn't have the presence. He's got quite a baby face.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So him coming face to face with Lance Archer, it's like, yeah, he's a big lad, but it didn't feel like an oh shit moment, you know?
No, man.
Oh, we're back on.
I've paused it.
Now they've just realised that they came back on by mistake.
Oh, mate, they've done some of the best stuff on that before. I've told you about the Moxley singing David Bowie, haven't I?
Yeah, you did.
That was brilliant. That'll be on YouTube somewhere. Absolutely hilarious.
Runko Shallow asks, are the wires real?
That's a good question.
I will answer that question once we've gone through the other comments above.
Cool, true. Nikki winning the title is shocking to me, but she will be dropping it next week. Why would she be dropping it next week? I hope not.
She won't be. And also, like, end of the day, here's the thing, right? Number one, I must admit, I have to be honest, obviously, I have a personal bias. Nikki is a friend of mine. Mm-hmm. But also, go and have a look at Twitter reaction from other wrestlers from around the world, as well as the ones that are in WWE. I have never seen so many people from wrestlers from all over the world and within the company say, publicly do the congratulations to someone when they've won the title. And obviously, we see titles change hands all the time, and we see people give congratulations. But the volume of people that made a point to do that publicly should give you an indication of just how highly Nikki is thought of and valued. And you just haven't really had a chance to see that in WWE. I think I may, and bearing in mind, apologies if I'm repeating myself here, if I've told the story before.
It's all good.
But before Nikki signed with WWE, like we all knew she was going to WWE, when it was just the situation and how signings and everything happened was different back then to how it is today. So we knew that Nikki was going to be going to WWE at some point, and she was on a tour in Japan at one point, and WWE gave Hikaru Shida a tryout for WWE whilst they're over there. Now, normally when you do a tryout match, as it was back then, it's obviously different today with the PC and everything. Normally, when you do a tryout match, it would basically be with, like, Natty Neidhart was often someone they'd do the tryout with. Someone that has got great fundamentals, someone that, if it don't go well, you can't blame the pro that they've put them in with, right? WWE made a point of getting Nikki in to have Hikaru Shida's tryout match. That's how highly they realized Nikki, how highly they valued Nikki already. And she hadn't even started there. Like I say, everyone knew she was going there eventually, but it was just a different, situation to how it is now. So that should tell you how highly. And the other bonus of them doing that was, Hikaru Shida and Nikki Cross had already wrestled once together, because that was for me and Eve. So, there was that understanding and recognition. And Nikki is a tremendous talent. And the fact then she has worked hard, she's grafted. This is a character she created. She was the person that realized, okay, this sanity gimmick that they've given me isn't working. They're not behind it, even though it's their thing, whatever. I'm going to come up with something, and I'm going to, and go to them. And she did.
But man, she put her all in that sanity as well, and was the power of that. I mean, you take something and you do what you can with it, and she absolutely did. Yeah,
it was like she really puts the effort. But that's an idea that gives you what Nikki is like. She is a hard worker. She commits. And no one deserves. No one deserves this moment. More than her. Nikki. Will she lose it at some point? Of course she will. But the point is, there is that recognition.
And the other thing is, from a WWE point of view, not to move on from Nikki slightly, the Money in the Bank thing is interesting now. We've got the two, the women's and the men's. And I don't know if you've noticed this, but every year, someone either cashes in at Money in the Bank or cashes in the night after, because they don't want two briefcases at the same time. And it makes sense, because it would be the same stories that you're telling. And actually, you need to focus on that one person. Last year, Becky Lynch gave the title to Asuka the night after. The year before, was it Alexa Bliss cashing in straight at Money in the Bank? They're actually... They're only having one briefcase on the go at the time after Money in the Bank. I don't know if you guys have noticed that.
Yeah, that's generally is, because you don't want to be telling confusing stories.
No.
Or multiples of the same stories, which is funny because actually they do that quite a lot.
But, isn't that ironic? Yeah. Sheamus versus Drew, really? Guys, so before I go through the rest of the comments, I am going to put an invite into the chat. If you want to come and chat with me and Dan, ask a question, quick question, and pose a thing, you absolutely can. We've got about 20 minutes of the stream left, so please feel free. I've put that link in chat. It should come up. Yes, it has.
If you're on Facebook, you need to give permission for that in order for the StreamYard to work.
Oh,
no, not you, the people watching, in order for that. So, but I can't remember how that's exactly done. But it may be that it just asks you when you click on that link. But
no
if
one's watching
not,
at Facebook at the minute, so I'm not too worried.
I was going to say, but if so, come on over to YouTube and
absolutely, and subscribe to the channel on YouTube, and of course, Eve. Pro Wrestling Eve. Dan is from Pro Wrestling Eve. We've it's been a long time, man. I can't wait. It's been great to catch up with you, my dude. And
I'm here. So I'll go through doing stuff.
Being hot in bed. If you and feel free, if you don't want to share your camera, you just want to do voice, we can absolutely do that as well. It's entirely cool. We'll do the rest of the comments, and then we have got people joining us already, so that's awesome. If you want to, please just come and join us. Damn, that's got to hurt for Mox. Absolutely great spot. I imagine the chair rock bottom is just grit your teeth and hair. Was it a rock bottom or a choke slam? I thought it was a choke slam.
What's the difference? Realistically, it's the same bump. The only difference is on a rock bottom is sometimes the person doing it might swing you a little bit.
Yeah, fair enough.
But no, you're still taking your own bump.
It hurt like hell.
Yeah.
Not the wires, the barbed wires. I knew Blue Eye, but because I read a book on Stampede Wrestling years ago.
And of course there was a big link between British wrestling and Stampede Wrestling. Right. So a lot of the terminology would be,
Why? What was the link there, Dan?
A lot of wrestlers from the UK would go over to Stampede, and a lot of wrestlers from Stampede would come over to the UK and work our World of Sport. You got to remember, like in the height of the UK wrestling popularity back then, you know, there were more shows in the UK than there were anywhere else in the world.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You know, I don't think people realize just how big. And when you think the size of England, for example, is roughly it's only just more than the size of Texas.
Yeah.
So can you imagine Texas, Americans watching, having more shows per day through a year than everywhere else in the world?
Yeah.
Ridiculous. That gives you an idea of just how big wrestling was here in the UK in the 60s and 70s, you know?
There you go. There you go. Cool. I have to ask, are the wires real, Dan?
Right. So the answer is it depends on the company. So I won't name this company because they're good people. They just fucked up. Sometimes the independent, companies don't realize that, obviously you can protect the wires. They still hurt, just to be clear. They still hurt and they still suck. But it's, how much risk do you put in? So there's an independent company over here who bought the wrong barbed wire. So they bought the really long barbed ones. But they still used it and they didn't cut it or bend or anything. And so those poor boys just went out there and damn near killed themselves, So it really depends on the promotion. But, 9 out of 10 times, the barbed wire was real.
There's the razor blade barbed wire as well, isn't there? That's nasty. I'm sure.
Yeah, the razor blade one. Some promotions, you will never find me using that. I just feel it's just unnecessary. Like barbed wire is not dangerous enough as it is. Getting stabbed, you can literally get that puncture you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
absolutely. Puncture internal.
Even gimmicks, it can still punch you. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the thing is. So is it real? 9 out of times, the answer is yes.
I'm glad I was wrong. So am I, Jeff. I think it's great that Archer won, man. Hang on, belt swap on count out Texas Deathmatch rules, isn't it?
Yeah, Texas Deathmatch, basically last man standing.
Yeah. The rules of Texas Deathmatch, basically last man standing. Jeff, it's like you knew what Dan was going to say and you wrote this comment a long time ago. When Bryan Danielson is in AEW, how big a bet is it for JR calling him Daniel Bryan?
Did he ever commentate whilst Daniel Bryan was there, or had he already gone?
I mean, he commentated, but not necessarily on a Daniel Bryan match, I don't think.
Yeah, but it depends if he's just used to calling him Daniel Bryan because of his podcast, for example.
Yeah.
Or just hearing his name.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't win by a normal pin just when they can't answer the 10 count. That's right. Okay. Saying she'll lose is next week is not the best thing to say. It's just Charlotte is getting overpushed and she might get a rematch, which is most likely going to happen, which is scary to me. The interesting thing about Charlotte is they've now said that her... and thank you for people that have joined us in the stream. We will get to you in a second after we've done the comments. The interesting thing about Charlotte is they've discounted her NXT title wins. They announced her as, is it an 11-time champion as opposed to a 13-time champion?
No, I think it's I think it was 14 instead of 16, wasn't it? Or was it 11 instead of 14?
16 is Ric Flair.
Right, okay. So maybe it was like 11 instead of 14 or something, whatever it is.
Yeah, so they've discounted that, which means, she is winning that title a few more times before they do the big we beat Ric Flair.
She's only been there as well, like 5-6 years.
Yeah. But I guess it's a story they want to do whilst Rick is still alive and,
Holy shit, that's the way to put it.
Well, is it not true? I mean...
It's possible.
He's not. How long is he going to be able to be on screen for, or whether he's alive or dead? Do you know what I mean? It's you've how long? I don't know. Maybe 3 years, maybe 5 years. But don't do it like you did the 4 Horsewomen match, which wrote itself, and now you've got they're out of the company.
And now, right? Yeah, tell me about
it's not going to happen. That makes complete sense. Hopefully she doesn't lose it. King of Weko Munda, welcome, my dude. Thank you so much for joining us. AEW brought it today. They did, but they bring it every week. I had a fun time. About time Archer got gold, and the crowd was crazy. Really good main event. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was a great little death match. Running out of time at the end, clearly, but they did the job. It was good. I wouldn't say it was as good as the Wrestle Kingdom match. Though.
Don't even remember the Wrestle Kingdom match.
That was really good.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, Sucks Extreme.
There's been a pandemic since then.
Yeah, there has. A couple. I joined the stream. Yes, Branko, I can see you, mate. I'll get you to you as soon as we've done. Extreme. I just realized Lance Archer's from Texas. The win makes more sense now. Maybe should have seen it coming a little. I didn't see it coming because of the relationship with New Japan, but that's great. And it makes sense as well with that.
Your question was already answered. Away we go.
I'm still in mind though.
Come up with another question.
Yeah, because you're gonna have to ask it in a second. He definitely commented at times during Daniel in WWE, but he was only doing the odd match, so probably not. The Mox was going crazy on those fork stabs to Archer's forehead. Yes, it looked great, and it's not something that we're used to seeing in AEW, so it was an absolute spectacle.
I'm not saying that it's bloody hot here, but I've drunk 1.5 liters of drinking water in the last 40 minutes.
I've gone through my water and my cup of tea.
It's so freaking hot here.
Groovy. Branko Shallow says crap, which is ironic because Branko Shallow is actually about to join us right now. Hello, add you to the stream. That's how I do it. And get me less big and unmute the mic. You can't unmute the guest because they chose to mute themselves. Well, that does. He's unmuted. We're gonna have a fight here. I'm gonna keep pressing the bloody. Oh, he's laughing.
I'm sorry. I was gonna unmute myself, but I was going to go back and forth with him. My bad.
How are you doing, man? Lovely to hear from you. You all right, Snazzy?
Yeah, so still a little bit sick, and hopefully I could feel better tomorrow because this literally happened, I think 2 days ago, which sucked. Man.
That's really rubbish, dude. I'm so sorry to hear that. Are you starting to feel a bit better, though?
A little bit. I'm coughing a little bit louder than I usually. I cough. Whenever I get slowly to the point where my coughs are soft, but at some point near the end, my coughs get very painful and very hard. It sucks through my throat. Man,
you can hear it in your voice. I'm so sorry, dude. Cool. What did you think of the show tonight?
I think it was good. The thing is, I don't know any of the guys that debuted. What was that guy's name that came in?
Nick Gage.
Yeah, I didn't know who he was, but after seeing the pizza slicer, and I kind of had some memory of it from watching the wrestling story reaction and all that stuff. But I haven't really been paying attention to Impact because it's on Twitch, and I'm never on Twitch ever, so I couldn't really get myself be excited for someone that I don't really know.
That makes sense. If I may make a suggestion, I would say get online or I don't know what streaming platform or whatever or how you can find it and see if you can watch the Dark Side of the Ring episode on Nick Gage because that'll really give you an idea of this guy. And I feel it'll probably add a lot to the match that you're seeing next week as well. So that's my suggestion. Don't worry about finding a bunch of matches. Find the episode of Dark Side of the Ring about him.
That's a really good suggestion, yeah. I to be honest, I've only watched the Brian Pillman episode of the third season.
I mean, that's a great episode to watch. I mean, to be honest with you, I would suggest anybody that's watching it hasn't seen the season 3 of Dark Side of the Ring to go ahead and do that because it was tremendous, absolutely tremendous.
They always are. They do a great job of producing.
They do. They really, really do.
You got any other questions there, my dude?
Jeff Adams, jump on then.
I was talking about earlier about the Daniel Bryan situation and or the Karrion Kross losing. I do have a little bit of opinion on it.
Yeah, I'd love to hear it, man.
I don't because me and my friend was talking about it too. I don't think they were trying to ruin Cross on purpose. I think it's only because I would have thought maybe they could have done Bobby Lashley versus Mustafa Ali to manhandle him and then having Cross face Keith Lee. And okay. I don't really think they were trying to ruin Cross on purpose. But the reason why I said Vince because Vince is the only person that will ever ruin anybody at the moment.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, the bottom line is every decision is Vince's. Do you know what I mean? Every decision, the final decision is always Vince's. I don't know You know, I know that there's a running story that there's a belief that that was used to send a message. It's whether or not that's true, I don't believe that's true personally. But if that was ever disproven, I also wouldn't be, you know, too surprised. But it just the idea that Vince would sacrifice, you know, money doesn't kind of. I don't know. There's something in it. You know, they obviously thought they were doing it for whatever. They've obviously got a plan for something again involving Jeff Hardy and Karrion Kross next week because of the nature of the finish of the match, you know. So I'm not enamored with what they did, but I'm not quite jumping on the, you know, this is, you know, Vince deliberately trying to sabotage a product that he makes money from. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. And I think that's.
I think you know. There's an element of, for me, it's like they have this thing of getting people from NXT to make sure that they can fall in line with what WWE wants. And when they become main, there's always a test for them at some point, which is you are here and you do as you're told as an employee. And for me, it just felt like that test. Now, the issue that I have with it is that it's actually potentially detrimental to the NXT brand. The only thing that it does is it actually separates NXT further from WWE's main roster, and potentially makes people think, well, why bother watching NXT when it doesn't really matter? Because our champion is going on to Raw and losing a lot of the gimmicks and losing in a 2-minute match to Jeff Hardy. And that was the disappointing thing. I think there's an interesting thing about Jeff with the using the ropes for the win. But I think that's the problem. Karrion Kross hasn't lost a match for a year or something daft like that, you know. And then you put him on Raw and he loses to Jeff Hardy. I think for me, it's more of a test of can you do as you're told, you know?
Yeah.
Cool. Right. Thank you so much for your questions, dude. I will catch up with you later. Really appreciate it. And you take it easy, my dude.
Alrighty. See y'all.
Thanks, man. Cool. Rock and roll. Jeff's got a question. Dan never answered my question about Britt and the title. I think it was a great call. Biggest reaction to a women's match I've seen in AEW, minus the match with Baker and Rosa. So you didn't want Britt to win the title at the time. I didn't know if she was ready or not. I think I was.
It's never about being ready. If anything, she of course she was ready, but just because someone's ready doesn't make it right. My concern was that Britt was such a great TV character that she didn't need the title to be in a position to, you know, be making other people and be helping, or not making other people, certainly helping to elevate other people. And the title, meanwhile, was in a position to help elevate other people. So you're doubling up your ability to elevate people in a division that really needs people to be elevated. Because if you're working with Britt Baker is super over, so you're going to get over more by working with Britt. And if you're in a championship match, and you probably actually might even be getting over more working with Britt than being in a championship match against Hikaru Shida. But the point is, if you're in a championship match with Hikaru Shida, at least you're going to have a very good match and you're going to be featured and you're going to be given some time. So that means you are elevating, you know, two people because of the elevate, and as well as helping to further keep, you know, Hikaru Shida in the awe of her being a champion and yada yada, you know, as well as the person that's working with Britt Baker. So you're building your division more. When the title then went on to Britt Baker, I knew I was like, well, that's their women's division on TV. It's Britt Baker. It's not and whoever she's feuding with. It's not, here's your women's championship feud right now, and here's, you know, the just under the championship. Here's people trying to get through the rankings. Do you know what I mean? That was my thing, and that's exactly what's happened. The women's division is you know, on TV currently, and I do appreciate and understand they're very limited on their time, is basically just the Britt Baker show, and that is not a slight on Britt Baker because she is freaking fantastic, and she should be on TV she should be on TV every week.
Yeah.
You know, I would just like to see another segment, you know, and Britt didn't need the title, you know, for that. You know, if anything, the title helped elevate others. Britt helped elevate others, and that made more people over. So that, you know, whoever, let's say Britt put someone over, she didn't have to, but let's say Britt put someone over, they would then be more over than they were. And, you know, we've seen whoever the champ is and what they're doing be more over because of being constantly featured on TV. So therefore, what they're doing now means more sense. And, you know, it carries on and on and on. You know, obviously once Rampage begins, you know, there will be more slots. But again, will it just be, because Rampage is only a 1 hour show, you know, will it just be, you know, the one women's match and even shorter in length? You know,
well, we've seen a little bit. We've seen the women's division at the minute have gone more into managers, and I suppose that's what you're saying. Like you've got Britt Baker at the top and whoever's fighting Britt Baker, but everything else has sort of become a manager role. So I assume we're eventually going to get the Bunny and Chris Statlander as a thing.
Well, they've already had a match. They had a match like last week or 2 weeks ago, didn't they?
Oh, did they? I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't been keeping up as much as I should. Interesting.
It was a good match, actually. It was a good match.
I bet it was. It was.
It was better than I expected as well. Especially when you consider that like Chris Statland's just come off of like being off for so long, you know.
I mean, I don't think Darby Allin should have been wrestling tonight. Like after that match last week, I would have kept him off TV. And one of the issues that you've got at the minute as well is the fans are back and they're putting the big stars out to get the big pop or what have you, and give these different places a big show. And what that means is you're getting that potential for the WWE effect of having your stars out every week. And hopefully that'll simmer down at some point and we can start looking at the whole division and storytelling again. To your point with Britt Baker, Dan.
Yeah. Sorry, I just had Yeah, exactly. You know, but yeah, no, I don't think there's anything more needs to be covered on that. I think that's fair. It looks like it's not a case of not appreciating Britt Baker or not thinking she was ready or anything along those lines. It was the exact opposite. Britt Baker was able to help other people get and you know, you have to put Britt Baker on TV.
As well as a career shooter at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
But maybe it's the right time because this crowd reaction for her has been phenomenal.
It has, but it would have still been phenomenal turning her babyface later down the line, or it has still been phenomenal. You know, keeping her in her current gimmick and making people wait and want it a little bit more for further down the line.
Interesting. Thank you for the time on that, Dan, and thank you, Jeff, for that question. The King says, is Daniel Bryan going to AEW? His wife on her social media has been saying he's been having talks about with Tony Khan. We have no insider knowledge, but just Dan's face. Dan's face. Let's see what happens. Tony, Brie Bella, maybe just trying to wind people up. That could be a thing. But yeah, watch Rampage on Friday. Maybe we'll get some exciting stuff. You don't know, chat. Vince decides if I have toast or Rice Krispies. He decides if all of his wrestlers have toast or Rice Krispies, and they all have Rice Krispies in the small square type bar as well.
The only thing I'll say is there are definitely, sorry, just on what you were saying, you will 100% be seeing some debuts soon.
There we go. From the people, Dave Meltzer of the Gimme a Whole Year Wrestling podcast is Dan Reed. That was fun. Dan's building our hopes up, and here comes Glacier. That was fun. I'm ahead out. Thank you, Branko. Good night. See you later, Jackie, Boy, and Jeremy's mind blown. Rock and roll. We are going to sign out. Dan, thank you so much for joining us. Where can people find you, my dear?
They can find us every Wednesday night on YouTube when we present Eve 90 minutes prior to AEW, but also Friday nights, every Friday night, 8 p.m. UK, 3 p.m. Eastern. So not Friday night for you guys, Friday afternoons. We also do watch-along interviews with the wrestlers from Eve. Last week was both Casey and Leah, the Owens twins. The week prior to that was Laura Di Matteo, of course, having just been featured on the WWE's NXT UK programming. And this coming Friday night, it'll be myself joining with Sami Zayn and Debbie Sharp as we watch their incredibly brutal hardcore match. We'll be talking about Wrestle Queendom, which is also coming up on Friday, August the 27th, live in London. I'll be streaming live on YouTube as well. And we'll be talking, hopefully revealing some new matches for that pay-per-view as well.
Ooh, interesting. I am excited for that. I can't wait to see it. Thank you so much for joining me. Guys, if you haven't liked the video, like it. Help me out. I'm going to be watching AEW next week. I will let you know. Turn on your notifications so you can see what's happening with Friday night show. My dudes, until next time, give me a whole yeah, brother.
Oh, yeah.
God, I just listened to this whole podcast. It was terrible. I feel like my ears are gonna bleed.
What'd you say? This is Darby Allin, and you're listening to Gimme a Whole Yeah podcast.
That was Darby Allin, and you was watching the Gimme a Whole Yeah podcast. I love it. All of our videos where they all want to say "Give me a hell yeah" podcast, but obviously we've paid them to say "Give me a hell yeah," and you can see like a moment of hesitation where they go "Give me a whole yeah" podcast. Sammy Guevara was the funniest because he had to say it like several times before recording the segment, and then even in the segment got it slightly wrong, which is why in the edit I edited it so it was like him just saying "whole" like several times, going "whole, whole." Whole.
Yeah, I think it's also just a thing for the accent as well, that word.
It's a difficult one, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's only 4 letters. Dan, it's our secret stream time. Jeremy's mind is blown. That's because it's secret stream time, baby.
It's the secret stream time. I wasn't sure if you were doing one. It's been so long. I was like, do you even do the secret streams anymore?
Oh, of course we do the secret streams. Good night, dudes. Brilliant stream. CM Punk to AEW confirmed. Dan. Jeremy, woo! About time. I tell you, AEW is doing good moves. Love that. Good. Classic ambush. It was great. We had a good time with that. Dammy and Sammy always put out good stuff. Indeed to do. What are we going to talk about in the secret stream? I've had a lot of fun doing the characters as wrestlers. So what popular thing are we going 'to do?
Popular. I don't know about popular in modern day.
We're not doing Magnum TA, man. Like, we'll have zero.
What 20 years of the wrestling business does to someone, man. Popular. What is popular today with the kids?
Well,
Dan should be Blofeld. I don't know what that means. Or if you mean Dan should be blowed, remember, I came downstairs and did this instead.
You can't say you can because it's a secret stream. This is after hours, man. We've heard all sorts of stories.
Every now and then, right, it comes to my mind, right, about previous things that I could have done, and maybe who knows, one day might do in the future. And I just keep thinking to myself, one day I'm going to have to message out and go, mate, I need you to take the streams with me down.
It's all good, man. No one will be watching them by that point. I don't care. We'll have the subscribers and we'll have the likes, and that's all fine. Blowfield is the villain in Bond. Dan could be the Brooklyn Brawler. Wowzers. Jetta will know. There you go.
Yeah, Jetta will know
that. Let's do Disney characters as and recast them with wrestlers. So let's go with a couple of classics. Who's a Mickey Mouse as a wrestler?
I can't answer that question.
Oh boy!
Yeah, if we were to, yeah. Sorry, it's just there's a number of wrestlers that people call Mickey Mouse, but
Mickey Mouse is Hulk Hogan. No, Hulk Hogan's too. I get what you're saying. Jeremy.
Yeah, the face of, I guess,
the face of wrestling.
Maybe.
Because it's Paul Stanley from Kiss is Mickey Mouse, really, isn't he?
Yeah. Now I've just got Mickey Mouse dressed up as Paul Stanley from Kiss.
Mickey Mouse is
rather than that Gene Simmons, because Blink and Neck, that's a different type of Mickey Mouse. That is Crumbs. Although I bet Mickey Mouse would swap Minnie Mouse for Gene Simmons' wife. Christ.
I think he bloody would, yeah.
Yeah, was it Shannon Tweed, isn't it? That's her name, isn't it?
I can't remember.
But,
been some over the years. Mickey Mouse. So we're going Hulk Hogan, Mickey Mouse. Good one, Jeremy. I think
Mickey Mouse Hawk from Legion of Doom says, "You don't know, Jack." I don't know.
Come on, guys, shout them out in chat.
I don't know. Do you know what Disney characters? I don't know. I've always hated Disney movies when I was a kid.
Dan, I don't give a shit about your opinions on Disney. That is not the point.
Yeah, but the point is that I've never
wrestling.
Really got into
wrestlers.
Disney.
You know what Mickey Mouse does. Right, cool. So who's Shere Khan as a wrestler?
Who's Shere Khan? Jeez. Don Callis.
Don Callis is Shere Khan.
Yeah.
Is he vicious enough?
Well, he's calculated.
And
Shere Khan runs away in the end anyway.
I don't know. I could maybe Randy Orton as Shere Khan.
Oh no, that's the one. That's the one.
Randy Orton
as Shere Khan. Yes.
There we go.
Yeah, that's the one.
In that case, then I'm the king of the swingers. Whoa, who's King Louis?
Who's King Louis? Adam Rose? I don't know. It's not a singer. It's a dancing kind of character. Who does a singing character?
What about I won't even necessarily go
Fandango.
What about Booker T?
Booker T. How?
He's just got that vibe, hasn't he? He's got that cool vibe.
It's called the Spinner Rooney, not the Swinger Rooney. I'm the king of the swingers. It's Cesaro, clearly.
It's Cesaro, of course.
Or it's Eric Bischoff. Depends on
whose stories you hear. Well, Star Wars, Marvel are technically Disney now. Yes, they are, Dan. See? You do like Disney. Donald Duck is Booker T. Shuki, quack, quack. Don't swear at the talent, Anne. I'm paying him enough. Goofy is a great Cali. Well, shucks. Don Callis, but in his day with the Truth Commission. King Louis is No Way Jose.
Yeah, that was, the kind of party guy, which was Adam Rose. Like, No Way Jose was just basically Adam Rose, wasn't it? Yeah. So, it was that kind of host of the party. Who's Baloo the Bear? You got to be a cool dude to be Baloo the Bear.
But you've also got to be a father figure and caring.
Baloo the Bear's Dusty Rhodes, isn't it?
That's Dusty. That's really good.
Yeah,
that's really good.
Who's Winnie the Pooh?
I don't believe Winnie the Pooh was in Jungle Book based on the fact it's a fucking teddy bear.
No, but we've run out of but it's Disney. You said Disney.
Characters.
You didn't say specifically just Jungle
We haven't done Mowgli yet.
Mowgli? Well, that's -1. That's the only answer,
Sorry. Who did you say? Sorry.
I said, who's Winnie the Pooh?
Winnie the Pooh.
Who's Winnie the Pooh?
Well, what's
got to be a very smart thinking individual to be Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, but he's a bit daft as well.
No, he just calls it how it is. Bobby the Brain
He's
Heenan.
A bit slow.
Yeah, so definitely not Heenan. No, he's not. He's not necessarily slow. He just, he's not in a. He's just not. Who the fuck was that? You've gone onto the donkey. You've gone onto Eeyore there, haven't you? All right, Christ. Who's one of the Pooh? Because someone there'd have to be. What's the book? There's it's the Tao, isn't it? The Tao of Pooh, or is it the Tao of Piglet? I've got it. Whatever it is. Yeah, no. Do you not know it?
No.
Yeah, no, because he's Winnie the Pooh is big in the philosophy world, my friend.
What?
Yeah, no, the Tao of Pooh. There we go. Listen to the Tao of Pooh audiobook by Benjamin Hoff. Yeah, no, the Tao of Pooh was, and there's and the Tao of Pooh and the Day of Piglet as well. But yeah,
I don't think Jeremy said it for that, but Big Show I think is a good one.
Jungle Boy as Simba. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
Smeg, yeah, Jungle Boy. I was going to say Jungle Boy. I suppose it's Mowgli, but I suppose he's Mowgli in like the Jungle Book 4. if there's a Jungle Book 4, I don't know.
Big Daddy V as Winnie the Pooh. It's Big Daddy.
No.
No.
Ralphus.
Like that, honey.
the Tao of Ralphus.
Luke Gallows as Winnie the Pooh. The main character is done yet. Dan, we out of characters. Dan just wants to get out of this as soon as he can. Winnie the Pooh is Kevin Owens. They have the same belly. Oh,
Winnie the Pooh can promo, and so can Kevin Owens. And you know what? If Kevin Owens was to produce the Tao of Kevin Owens, then I think that would be pretty cool as well. It would surprise me, but like. And as I've said, I recommend reading the Tao of Pooh, actually.
Well, there we go. So
go ahead and do it. I think that is... we didn't do any female characters from Disney. What female characters in Disney are there?
What the shit tons? I mean, Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, Little Mermaid.
Sleeping Beauty, Cinderella are basically the same character.
Yeah, they are.
Right.
Snow White, another one.
Snow White is also basically the same character. All of the old... Disney character are basically the same characters. Look at the Jungle Book and Robin Hood, basically the same freaking characters.
Let's do the Little Mermaid.
Oh Christ! They made us watch that in primary school. What a punk! Oh my God!
Are you kidding? Little Mermaid rocks, man.
No, that's a pile of work.
Oh, piss off! It's got some wonderful songs in it.
Nah, man. Like, just the only time that I remember being at school, I was like, can't we do any lessons instead? Like, why are you making us watch this?
Well, I quite like The Little Mermaid, all right, and
I've never watched it since. Like I say, it was in primary school, so I was probably like 8 years old,
Yeah, and you just thought it was shit because you wanted to watch like some
8 years old, I hated kids' TV. Right? 8 years old, I hated kids' TV. There was only 2 kids' programs when I was a kid that I liked: The Real Ghostbusters and Turtles. Right, there was a couple others that would but they didn't last long. Like Centurions, Power Extreme, that was pretty badass. But other than that, like I was into like my growing up was basically like, look, you can stay up and watch whatever you want, but you're getting up in the morning, so do you want to? It's probably why like right now I'm able to just not really rely on sleep. So like my favorite programs when I was a kid were like The Equalizer. Like Minder, like I watched
Magnum.
Doctor Who as well, like Magnum, the A-Team, stuff like that.
No, I used to get forced to watch that.
Hey, Maven, good to see you, mate.
I enjoyed The Little Mermaid, so I'm
Maven, we're doing characters from Disney as wrestlers. Who you got?
Hi, Maven.
He's gone with he's brought up the Little Mermaid. We've got to find who the wrestling equivalent of the Little Mermaid is.
Jeremy says Nikki Bella. I'd say more Brie. Jack says AJ Lee. I think she's got a bit too much attitude to be Ariel. Like Ariel was a rebel, but not like a full out rebel. She's better when she doesn't talk. Yeah, of course, because Ariel loses a voice, doesn't she?
I don't remember. Like I say, I just remember it being put on for us in primary school, and I was not amused.
I think you should watch it with your kids, Dan.
No, they don't like Disney. They don't like old school Disney either, really.
That's because they get the opportunity to watch Mortal Kombat with you, Dan.
Yeah, no, totally. They like Mortal Kombat. We watched Mortal Kombat. That was great. I took my boy to see. We did a double movie day the other day because we never got the chance to celebrate his birthday because lockdown and everything. So we did something the other day. We went and saw Black Widow first, and then we went and saw Fast and Furious 9, which is a sack of dicks. Like, I seriously do not recommend.
I've never seen any of them.
Oh, one's all right. I've never seen any of the other. I've seen one, Hobbs and Shaw, which apparently doesn't really count, and this one. And oh my freaking God. Right? I did not expect that of the 2 films I watched, going into one being about a superhero and the other one, as far as I know, a car movie, I didn't realize that if either of them were going to be more realistic, it would be the superhero movie. Like I don't understand how this was something possible, but yeah, like that's The boy is very similar, and the girl as well. They're very similar to me, and they don't really watch. Plus, kids these days, they don't watch TV's different now to the kids of this generation. What's TV? What channels? It's YouTube now.
I know, right? Yeah, and well, they watch us. Well, they don't watch us.
Yeah,
because we don't go. God, don't it do your head in when Becky's kids are watching like stuff on YouTube, and we can hear it in the background, and it's just like, shut up!
What the fuck am I watching?
Shut up! I like people playing GTA and like driving into walls and shit.
A lot of the kids watch like this 8-Bit Ryan, and they watch Mr. Beast occasionally.
Yeah,
but like. Yeah, like there's we watch I've forgotten the names. But I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'd be lying if I said I didn't probably put YouTube on more than I put on any series. I don't give any. And the bonus of YouTube is YouTube's like, you want to watch something, you can do that in anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes. So if you haven't got a lot of free time, but you've got a little bit of time and you want to watch something, having your cereal or whatever, like
carry it on later. It's your
mobile, or you can just get it in. Like there's Larry Bundy Jr. If anyone likes their video games, I recommend subscribing to Larry Bundy Jr. And he does a load of stuff on video games, especially old school video games. If you like learning, there's so many things. There's a channel that I subscribe to called Things I Learned Today. When there was one that I watched earlier, which was about what the
every day, yeah.
And it says things like one I watched earlier was about the where the start of the moon landing was faked came from. Vicky Guerrero's Ursula. Oh my god, she could actually do that. Should be great.
Why has no one said Becky Lynch for Ariel, like fiery redhead?
Or why? What about there is someone on the independent scene in America who does a mermaid gimmick.
Is it really?
Yeah, there is.
Can you get him an Eve?
Well, no one can get over from the country at the moment unless they quarantine for like
10
she's
a fucking
days.
Mermaid. She can swim.
That's true. Get around that.
Lolsa chat maybe says kids TV show are rough now. My siblings.
Are they even a thing? Is Grange Hill still going?
Yes, there's still a thing.
Like
Grange Hill, well, Ant and Derek now.
Larry Bundy Jr. is he, hello, you. He is. Hello, you. He's great.
That channel's today.
He's a wrestling fan as well.
Let's see. There you go. Right, dudes, we're signing off. Thank you so much. Please check out Pro Wrestling Leave. The link is
Pro Wrestling Leave. Fucking hell.
Pro Wrestling Leave.
I'll have you know I voted to remain. You can. Like, fucking Pro Wrestling Leave.
I said that the link is in the description.
Shit, I'm swearing like a fucking.
I know. Yeah, stop it. No.
Maven's in the fucking.
Maven's in here, and you just said the C word. You prick.
Didn't I? Shit.
Maven, go and tell Mr. Don't say shit.
Shit. Sorry.
No.
Oh,
dude.
Just
zip it.
Muting.
Please go check out Pro Wrestling Eves. They're a fantastic channel. Dan Reed is the leader of them. They're Ming, and he's gonna unmute to say something. No, he's not. The link isn't in the description because I didn't write him in the description because the prick didn't get back to me that he was coming on.
Fucking did you, prick? If you just go ahead and actually fucking look at your WhatsApp, you can't. Look.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, you can. Look. Yeah, fucking too right. I did. You can. Look. You haven't even listened to it, you bastard. Look, fucking not even listen to.
I didn't get my notification.
Level of fucking respect is awesome, isn't it? Jesus Christ.
Thank you for joining us. Go give him some support on his channel because clearly this man needs support. And if you want to support our channel, now you can. The link is in the Patreon. To the Patreon is in the description. That link is in there. Hit the subscribe button to help our little channel grow. Why not tell a friend who you are watching wrestling with? There's no grammatical errors in that.
Hopefully your friend is better than that and actually fucking bothers to look at their messages after. Not just fucking go. You didn't get back to me,
guys. It's been wonderful. Thanks, Dan. Piss off. See you later. Lovely to see you. Bye. Bye. Oh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, yeah!
God, I just listened to this whole podcast. It was terrible. I feel like my ears are going to bleed.
What'd you say? This is Darby Allin, and you're listening to Gimme a Oh Yeah podcast.